these 5 camera streams. Take it away, Twitch.
It's
broken.
Don't worry.
I didn't forget about a cup of tea immediately before this session.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I'll see you.
Your camera's broken, Neil, so...
I'll see you in a court of law, buddy.
I've switched off of that anyway. We're back to regular...
A regularly scheduled menacing.
Yes, actual.
Are we good to go?
Yes.
Yeah, today.
Yeah,
that's
live. We're live on my end. Yep, just set it up.
Nope, we're all good.
That was just my little bit I wanted to do.
Yeah. It's fine.
Thank you. We appreciate the donuts becoming tradition, as all good things.
Yep.
Yeah. I have the. Oh yeah. If does it, this might actually count more as a donut. I have the plastic skull of a T-Rex. Does that count?
I mean,
no.
Skull.
Topologically, no.
It has a hole in the middle. Yeah, it's got openable jaws.
Donut.
3 holes donut, assuming it has eye holes as well.
They're not actually holes they're painted on.
Then it might be a donut.
It's plastic. It's something I got from like a Halloween shop for like £2. So.
I mean, I have had a donut in the shape of a vampire with a stake through his heart, so technically donut.
Does that? Is that in the similar? Is that like an evolved gingerbread man?
Why
I was going to say, did you go to Voodoo Donuts or whatever?
Why is Gwent
so
small?
Oh,
he's hiding.
Look at the size of him!
It's like you've been enlarged, reduced.
Mini Gwen. Assassin can finally look down on someone. Not from Alvina's shoulders.
All right,
same with fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Because fuck you's only
stay still, Gwen, so I can actually size you.
Run, Gwen!
He's running from the.
I will forever be small. No.
Small. Gwen is tiny and Nana Muffins is a giant. That's the rule.
The next map as well. Okie dokie. Let's put you there for now. But more importantly, let's try this out. I've not fully integrated this, but it should be the start. And you know what time it is. It's time for a bit of D&D. Welcome back to today's episode. Some little sound effects I can do now.
Ho, ho, ho! It's time. To quote William Shatner, it's time to play the game.
Alright, you guys have had your 5 minutes of messing about. Welcome back to another exciting episode of World of Alterra. This time with an improved DM's mic because he's actually plugged it in for once.
Yay.
In episode 16.
Fancy.
Song of the Rat Pack.
It's not quite Bye Bye Butterfree, but you know what? I'll take it.
Previously on the World of Alterra, players exploring this new reality they find themselves in, making allies, stealing mounts and pets, and making enemies wherever they go.
We do be doing that.
On their way to assist their potentially new allies, potentially new friends, maybe even new companions if they actually complete the side quest. They were helping out the Oni twins, Akuma and Izami, to help rescue their little sister Izzy with the creation of their new void empowered or imbued stone golem, who was given memories and a passion of love for the younger sister, as well as wanting to protect them, and, you know, maybe potentially some renegade for the Oni king, ran off with the Onis in tail and referred to the players that they would meet them at the base of the tower if they continued going, I believe, west. Get my map directions right. On the way to the Oni tower, following the one singular vein-like corridor, an underground tunnel, they came across what appears to be some form of stone cathedral built into the wall of this tunnel, and as well as passing it, the point began to hear strange serenading music, this kind of lonesome and pain-stricken melody that not only imbued a little bit of pain upon first hearing it, but also caused the celestial tattoos upon the point's head and body to begin to glow in a recognition of the song. And the point, wanting to obviously investigate more of this, have led the party towards the doors of the cathedral, where the party has opened them to reveal what in theory was supposed to be some form of giant stone giant or stone titan that inhabited the cathedral is actually a puppet under the control of 24 monk robe-wearing were-rats.
Question, are they green robes? I didn't ask.
They are wearing the kind of brown briar robes.
Okay. They're not plague monks. We're fine, guys.
They're not. They are your regular Scottish monks. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some interesting liquors in there.
I did make this joke that maybe they were Skaven
Yeah!
when Chris described them as monks. And also, if they're regular old Scottish monks, does this mean we get Bugfest? Do we get
Who knows?
Bugfest
You'll
from
have
these
to
rat
find the
monks?
barrels.
Technically, now, Kaylee, Buckfast is brewed in England. I was about to make that joke, but yeah, Buckfast is brewed in England, believe it or not.
Yeah, but that's a spoil sport answer, and I reject it.
Yeah, but I'm
true,
playing
it's
as
true.
the professor, who is categorically a spoil sport.
As such, let's learn today's characters and players. Put some voices to some names. Wolfie, why don't you start us off as we go in order of Roll20?
Howdy, I'm Wolfie Bane. I'm playing Alvina Alanor, the barbarian who may cause extreme, what does it count if you just slaughter a shitload of priests with, in a short span of time?
Mass murderer.
Just
Serial
generic
killer
mass
is
murderer?
one
I
Okay,
assumed
my...
an Inquisition or something.
Oh yeah, and Alvina may
Because
become
that's
the
it.
Inquisition soon, if, depending on how the point wants to play this. I'm putting it all on them, whether the black hole gets thrown at this giant army of monks.
What's Alvina in Spanish? Let's find out. Alvinas.
Genocide. She is El Diablo.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No one expects
Alright.
the Spanish Alvina.
That is Alvina. Zormir.
Hi, I'm Bob. I play Dr. Zormir, the artificer.
Beautiful. That's all you're
who's
getting.
probably gonna
gonna
book
kick
it
you
out
for
of here.
short. Fuck you.
Hi, I'm Fuck You, played by Ben. Yeah, I'm a little goblin bard who likes set shit on fire
Yeah.
and annoy Big Toe.
Gwent.
I'm TR, play Gwent, and I'm going to be trying to stay away from as many rats as possible.
Not a fan?
Not a fan.
Okay.
Fortunately, you don't have an investigation check, as there's nothing really for you to steal along the way. Who knows? We'll find out what Gwent's just been trying not to die.
It's been hiding.
Lou.
Hi, Neil playing Lou Graham, keeping Warlock Sorcerer, and yeah, we'll see what happens with the rat.
It needs to move
Right.
closer to his microphone.
You probably
No,
switched.
he needs
what
to move
might
his
you-
microphone closer to him.
Either way.
A little bit. That's
That
it.
worked.
Also, it's my headcanon that all of us just didn't notice there was like 3 different random flights of stairs, and Gwent was with us the whole time. It's just they had a hard time navigating all the stairs that we just didn't notice. I'm playing Assassin, a horrible little gremlin squid boy. I think that's pretty much me.
Yeah, that'll
honestly.
do it.
Yeah.
We got to make these a little bit quicker each
Resident low
time.
shit.
If you don't know who any of the characters are, go watch a previous session. Professor.
Yeah, I'm James. I use they, them pronouns. My character, the professor, uses any and all pronouns, and they chased the
Fantastic.
Giant.
Nice and short there, James. Really, really great.
They chased.
they chased the giant. They chased the giant.
The point.
Hi there, I'm Ali, and I'm playing the Point, who is a dwarven-ish rock star who uses he/they pronouns.
Fantastic. And I'm Chris McKenzie. I will be your DM for the day. Gwen, go ahead and give me an investigation check. I just can't not give you something for not being here. Let's see what you discover while you were
16.
hiding behind some. What I'm assuming is going to be technical dumpster is the term. This little area in the bottom left where I put your mini stashed away behind something.
Well, just away from any danger is the sensible spot to be.
Yeah, so while you're just back here, I don't know what this is you're hiding behind, but I'm going to assume it's some form of dumpster full of items. So you
That's no way to talk about Kaylee.
caught something
Ow.
interesting.
Dumpster full of items.
Yeah, put down the knife, right?
I'm coming for you.
Real
I
What was this
maybe
about,
you've been
mass
complaining about
murder?
too many players, but I didn't think you were volunteering to.
You're the
Anyway.
victim.
Look, there has to be a sacrifice. It's coming up to the time. I think James has made my decision for me.
Also, I have a cat, so you can't
We're at a
sacrifice me.
tempo.
Gwent, go ahead and roll me 2d20s. I'm going to pick 2 things off the psionic salvage because this looks like particularly psionic salvage dumping area.
This is a brain.
12 and a
place.
15.
All right. Continuing the theme of previous things that you've discovered in this cave, you discover a bottle of foam.
Yay! Another fire
More.
extinguisher.
Nice.
Yep, it is a
You can have a nice bath
bottle
now.
filled of some form of kind of light liquid, air, like kind of like lighter fluid, really, but there's kind of foaminess to it that you can see through the glass, as well as 15. Ooh, I don't know if this one's either gonna catch your interest or you're just gonna want to put it right back. But as you're looking at the little jar of foaming liquid, something else catches your eye, something guttling. As you look over and what appears to have rolled between a little crevice in the cave wall behind this tech dumpster, you find a jar. A jar that at first you think is some form of maybe filled with black liquid or black fluff. Maybe some black feathers, something of that kind of nature, until very quickly you realize it seems to be kind of almost moving a little bit. Oh, no, that's a ton of just tiny black spiders in a jar. I'll leave it up to you whether or not you want to take the black jar of spiders, which we've called the jar of skittering horrors.
I want it. I want it. I love spiders.
Oh my god, the jar of
100%.
skittering horrors. I've never seen an item that's more what I want ever.
Yeah!
Both as a character and as a person.
Oh,
In terms of
Nope,
characters,
nope,
in terms of finding things, I would put that back. The professor would be like, "Oh, an investigatory thing
I
that
would
I can use in my travels."
I would keep that. I used to collect bugs when I was little. I want it.
Yes, well, this is Gwent's choice.
I love Gwen.
I
Well,
would be.
Gwen's going to do the only sensible thing you would do if you find a jar of skittering horror.
Give it
Then
12
put
inches.
something on top of it, walk away.
Ah,
Like, put a
That's
bucket
fair.
on it, put a big block on top of the bucket, walk away. You walk away from a jar of horror. As much as a player, I would like to pick it up. As Gwent, she would not touch the jar.
No,
That's
that
nice.
does make
Can I
sense.
suggest a destiny point then for that?
Oh, for roleplay?
Play-
No, that's I agree. Okay.
mm.
In
Point of the
exchange
character.
for sticking to your roleplay, because we always like to encourage some good characterization here,
Yeah.
you can have a destiny point in place of it.
I will take that. The bottle of foam, though, could be used, like a nice shampoo.
Turns out.
Gonna
I do
wash
not
an assassin.
believe the bottle of foam is on D&D Beyond just because you haven't discovered what it is, but once you do discover what it is, I will add it to D&D Beyond so you can add it to your character sheet. For now, it'll just have to be a item you note somewhere.
Yep, bottle of foam, unknown.
But of unknown for now.
Mhm.
All right, so we return back to the players. The point having used some melodious diplomacy and persuasion to get the what sounded like, I don't think the giant was really convincing anyone that it was an actual giant, given all the whispering going on behind the doors.
I think Albina's holding the puppet, isn't she?
Potentially.
I think at the end of the session, I just like ripped it down.
No, the last action that was taken before the end of the last session was there was a hundreds of red eyes we saw, and then the professor closed the door, leaving.
I didn't
Albina
close the door.
inside.
No, you didn't get that action.
I think I
No
put-
chance.
Totally a reaction of, well, it's all you, Albina. On you go.
You said that. I think I did. I can't remember if I actually got there or was definitely walking towards. I can't remember if I actually did it.
I'm going to say you do it anyway, either at the end of last session, beginning of this session,
Go.
as you did open the door and push your way through, coming across this massive silhouetted figure that just a quick tug, especially with your strength, reveals that it is on a system of pulleys and levers, as well as clockwork or gear and rack-like construction that seems to be kind of almost like puppeteering and shadowing the silhouette of a giant. And in the shadows around you, kind of taking a step forward, you see these beady eyes under this brown briar hood, wrapping up these figures, and you can very distinctly see from the small of light just coming in from outside. It is dimly lit in here. There's a little bit of light coming down from this northeast corridor, and a little bit from beyond, but it is dim conditions. These red beady eyes of some were-rats.
Alvina counts dim light as bright light, weirdly enough, even with dark vision.
Nice.
Then you distinctly make out the facial features of these were-rats.
I'm with Devil's Sight, so...
Yeah, you do as well then, yeah.
What do I see?
Mine's the Eagle Sight.
Were-rats, everyone. You see were-rats.
Lots of
As we see the red lights, can I go and attempt to begin to close the door? Please.
No, you are behind the statues at the time. So you are not going to be able to get there, plus Alvina has already stepped inside. And there, I imagine the point is quickly up behind them. Yes, you can do stuff on the initiative order. Should we get to initiative order, by which I mean I'm just going to go around and ask what everyone wants to do, and then I'll do all your actions at once. So speaking of it, the rats do not immediately take any hostile action or anything. They seem to be kind of just muttering and whispering to themselves about the... Oh, what did I call you something? I have no idea, but mentioning the song, as you did kind of convince them, saying that you could hear the song and the melody. They reacted to this to actually kind of allow you in. They're just going to kind of watch the party entering, muttering and whispering to themselves. And as such, let's go around the party and see what everyone kind of wants to do. The rest of the players outside can kind of peek in and just make out the red eyes, or maybe a little bit more if you have extended dark vision or ghost vision or whatever other visions you may have. Alvina, as the first one in, and we'll get to you in a second, James, as the first one in, you are the most kind of able to immediately react and be able to kind of give the most obvious kind of action to them. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to, I'm holding the puppet, the giant puppet in one hand. I'm going, So, and just look around the room and go, what do you all want then?
Okay, so you're keeping your posture quite kind of open, not hostile. You're not immediately drawing a weapon or anything.
No, I mean confident, not at all concerned look is what I'm trying to get off essentially.
To fair to that, only the giant will speak in giant. They do understand giant, but they actually speak in common amongst themselves.
Yeah, Alvina would just be projecting confidence and basically waiting for the point to do something because the point's the one who wanted to come here. So.
Yep, the point, as you were right next to the door before it opened and were right behind Alvina, what would you like to do?
As the point would rush in, kind of begin to bow to the giant until he realizes, oh, hang on,
Alvina's holding it.
That's just a puppet. So, up until now, he was kind of in a trance being drawn in here. Kind of playing to the music he can hear, improvising on top of it. I think seeing all these rats would snap him out of it slightly. So he'd go, oh, great earthquaker, give me a... oh, great earthquakers?
Quakers?
And the music would just kind of stop as a... something destiny. Can I help?
Professor, immediately kind of running up to try and get involved in the situation. What would you like to do?
Just take stock of the situation. If none of them are drawing weapons, then I will hold fire. Probably step beside the point and pull the point to his feet, a la Gandalf, versus with Pippin in Return of the King, and say, "Get up."
Just kick him.
Right.
It's not that hard to get him up.
Back up. And then move away from what I call the fireball zone.
Moving into the building or staying outside the building?
I think moving. I've got to back. I need line of sight in case anyone casts spells. So.
Yep. By which I mean, as the doorway is pretty large. It is giant sized coming in here, so the door would be about 15 feet wide there as it kind of arcs inwards. Kind of actually hits a little bit against this wooden back frame. But why I ask is, as you come in, you can see the rats are on both ground level around this massive cog, standing both vertically and horizontally, as you can see here on the map, in the center of the area that was kind of puppeteering the giant. But the rats are all around the cogs, kind of maneuvering it and doing their various parts. But they're all on the ground around these cogs, as well as up here in this slightly elevated 10 feet up platform. So any direction that you kind of move into the building, you will be moving into a cluster of were-rats.
Right.
So
I'm just gonna keep my wand in my hand and hold action, use magic item Wand of Wonder, if any of them make any sudden moves / attack.
So you're staying within the fireball range?
I've got to keep by the point, I think.
Yep. No, it's fine. It's your choice. But I'm just making sure you're aware of all your options and that you are clustered around.
Yeah, if I can sort of stay by the door, like hide by, like you said, the door swung right open. I'm gonna stand by the door.
Behind the
We'll put you
Alvina
back
cover.
here, just Alvina. You're in a position where you could jump backwards, outwards, while still keeping line of sight. All right, then we kind of come to the rest of the party. Zormir, Lou, Gwen, Assassin, Fukyu, is there anything you guys would like to do, as half of your party effectively have just kind of gone into the cathedral?
I kind
I
of want to
can
check.
see inside, so I'd say to everybody that's outside, and if the professor and the point and Alvina can hear me from where they are, it's like, guys, this place is full of were-rats, so, you know, do we really need to go in here?
As you do so, Kaylee? Bingo.
Bingo.
What?
She forgetting to not pressing the button while saying what she's doing.
Fukyu.
Fukyu's going in.
Yeah.
Assassin will be looking. It's in darkness, isn't it?
Dim light.
Okay, so I can't see it, but considering how my little squid friend reacted to just being in this space and just basically got yeeted out of it, I am unsure if I want to enter this space. Like, I want to like tentatively sort of just slide one little footy into like the doorway and see if I like don't just like instantly disintegrate.
You know, just explode.
Yeah, pretty
You do
much.
so. You tap a little bit over the horizon. Nothing happens.
They do explode.
Fukyu, how far in are you going? Are you like strolling all the way into like the center of the room? Are you getting up on the cogs or anything, or are you staying by the door entrance?
I mean, I would probably go up to like where everyone else is and just like look in.
Okay.
I do have dark vision, but I don't know if this is magical darkness or not.
It's not. It's just there's only candlelight coming down from like the corridors and stuff. You're underground. All right, Lou, you were standing outside and being like, "You guys, there's where everyone's just going in. You just watch all your extra parts go in."
Sweet.
You just face palms. It's like, God, guess we're all going in now.
No.
It's gonna be fun.
Oh, we are not. And I cast Expeditious Retreat and back the fuck up to where Drax says. Because I have a question.
All right, so Zormir is backing up. Just are you like running backwards, or are you just like strolling backwards?
I'm booking it back towards where Drax is, because I have a pressing question.
All right, you do so. We'll get back to you in a second. Then, Gwent.
Oh, where rats?
Just gonna move back a little bit and just hold a dodge action, ready to either peg it or, or watch everybody else die. Because Dr. Zormir is at the back. He's the one that I care about. The rest of them, yeah.
Wow, thanks.
You walk into danger every day. You are not good fit for the characters.
Oh, you see him as a danger. I get that. That'll allow.
You gave good ramen.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yeah.
As the point and Alvina and the professor kind of don't show any hostile actions. Fuku kind of sneaking into the side. The rest of the party kind of gathering around or backing off. The were rats continue to kind of mutter to themselves.
Neil, you're nosing your mic, by the way.
Yes, Neil. The song. Mention the song. Rusty song. Sorrow song. Until one of the rats eventually kind of takes a step forward, and they seem a little bit older than the rest, a little bit more grey in their whiskers. It's hard to tell with the kind of wear features. Kind of takes a step forward. They're a little bit more hunched. You mentioned the song, pointing to the point in the center. Do you hear it? Do you hear the sweet melody of our Lord and Savior?
Yes, I do, and the point will start playing just the basic notes of it.
There's a kind of a wave of excitement kind of washes through the were-rats. You know the song, you know the melody. Are you the one the prophecy speaks of? Are you the chosen one?
I'm just
100% absolutely yes.
I'm just gonna whisper to him. Say yes, damn it.
That sounds familiar.
If someone asks if you're a god, you
name.
say yes.
Now that was a DM mistake. The what?
Okay.
The one. God damn you and your point name.
Yeah.
So
Oh shit, they know my name. Kill them all.
the one has arrived. They will be the one to awaken our Lord Savior.
You can just hear you can just hear little sort of nervous nyeahs and little slapping noises as assassins just 1 foot at a time slapping forwards to see if something bad happens, and there's way at the back of the room essentially, just slowly but surely getting closer.
The case assassin just eventually just explodes from being in it.
The
Very
point is just sort of
nervous.
hold up one finger and point at assassin, just sort of going, "Are they gonna be okay?"
Yeah, am I gonna be okay?
All who are with the one, all who are here to help revitalize our saviors, our Lord Savior, shall have free reign within our cathedral. Do not be afraid of our masquerading giant. We have him there to keep away the thunder rollers.
First off, thunder rollers sound cool. What are those? And second of all, very impressive puppetry. I haven't done this kind of gig in a really long time, but it's really impressive considering your height. How good this is. The craftsmanship is impeccable. I just gotta say.
Yeah, you clearly put a lot of work into.
Oh, thank you. It has kept us safe for as long as, well, I can remember, since our order begun. But I will tell you all of this when we are more comfortable. Please come. You have. Let us share with you our hospitality of the Order of the Melody.
Order of the Melody, okay.
The point will just yell outside. It's fine. You can come in.
They may have food. I assume they have food. You have food, right?
Oh yes, we have a bountiful supply that we've managed to forage and grow our own.
Hey, vamos.
All right, back to work, everyone. Disperse. There is no hostile threat this day. The thunder rollers have not returned yet, but we will keep ever vigilant.
Oh, sorry about your
When they
puppet, by
say
the
there's-
way.
You do that.
Sorry about your puppet.
When they say there's no hostile threat, fuck you's just gonna laugh.
See the other guy just giving you a sideway, a tilt. Curious as to why you're laughing.
No reason.
They just like to laugh.
Thought that was funny.
They just laugh. Just laugh.
But as the rats kind of disperse around, leaving behind only a few to kind of operate and keep an eye on the mechanics, you see the rest kind of dispersing back into the actual cathedral. We head back to Zormir, who has run back to Drax in line of sight of both Gwent, who's kind of back away from the door, and the rest of the party who are still just standing there. Not Drax. Drax, what do you like to do? Zormir.
Drax, what would you like?
Well, considering the forewarning from Drax about the him and the creatures not being able to approach past the statues, Dormir's a bit worried about them more being trapped in there because of the curse rather than it being something to keep something out. So he's going. He's backing off because he's not want to be stuck there. Essentially, I want to see if Drax knows anything about the weird curse,
About lycanthropy.
lycanthropy, and see if that's maybe something that these statues is keeping back as well.
You raise. No, that's not British. Yes,
You
raise
raise!
a good point. You raise a good. You raise a good point. The Were Lycan curse. It did originate from a ploy by Elder Curse, or
Elder
I
Curse?
suppose Senator Curse now,
Yeah.
as
Well,
a way to supplement our forces in the Prime Wars. But since then, it has kind of taken on a life of its own, both used by various monstrosity neutral factions, as well as by the Divine Empire as well, the Radiant Empire as well. Particularly the god, I believe, who absorbed the entity known as Beitar.
What? Sorry, that was me. As a reaction. So,
As a reaction, what?
So, but to be fair, it is, while it is not completely aberrational in nature, it does have a psionic component to it, as well as that of the soul, body, and, well, the soul and the body, I suppose. I was going to say mind, but that's what the aberrational component would be. It's possible there might be some interaction between them and the gargoyles protecting out front, unless the gargoyles were specifically designed to ignore certain affliction. However, it's not impossible, as you've mentioned, they could be guarding the curse from leaving.
yes, well, the idea is I don't want to be trapped there. We are in a bit of a time crunch already as well, and they're off exploring things as well.
Well, if it
I'm-
comforts you, you should know that if by any reason it is established that you can't leave, I will.
I know.
So don't worry, I won't be trapped here.
I know you won't be
That's
trapped.
surprisingly
yeah.
comforting to me, actually.
I don't want to be
Stop
trapped.
by and give you news of the outside world. Although I can't say I like the confinements here.
There do I, and that's why I do not want to linger here if we don't have to be here. I mean, if they can solve this, if they are not indeed trapped, we can maybe them come along with us,
Get an army!
and we can solve their issue on the way, but I'm...
Well, you have to discover what their issue is if they have it. But also you should be aware that we are approaching nightfall now. It may be a useful shelter if they aren't hostile for you to rest. Otherwise, we can march through the night. I don't actually need sleep.
I know. Obviously, I'm gonna see if our other companion from who's probably sitting away from the hydras and is Abigail and
Abigail went forward. Falvina is currently just
Alright.
between the statues and the door.
fair enough.
But
I wasn't
while you're
sure
having
if
that conversation with Drax, we'll get back to the rest of the party. Who the rats kind of move away, and the elder comes down. Gonna give him a little orange dot. There we go. He's the
Elder
leader of the
rat.
rats. He's the elder rat.
Elder rat.
Well, would you want me to give you the grand tour of the cathedral? The one? Kind of just bowing to the point.
Alvin is like probably standing behind, just nodding.
It would be my honor, gesturing for this rat to give a name.
Oh, Maverick.
Maverick!
Oh god.
Yes!
It'd be my honor, Maverick. Show me this.
What does
Yes.
You want raising.
Follow me. We're just having to reset the mechanism.
Sorry.
Could you? Oh, that's okay. We'll have to hurry and repair that. Oh, that's okay. Our Lord and Savior has gifted us certain abilities to survive. But like I said, I will tell you our story when we are more comfortable. Let's get you seats and maybe some food. You just mentioned food, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. Follow. Do you want the scenic tour or the direct tour? How wary are you from your travels? I can only imagine how far the One has come to save us, called by the melody to help resurrect and revive
I'm cool
the
with
Lord Savior.
I'm cool with the scenic tour.
The scenic tour will be lovely, Maverick, but I believe my companions would like to not be here, so let's take the short tour.
That's a fair bet.
The professor's hand on your shoulder clenches somewhat at that.
Alvina's eyes are glowing a bit more than usual, and she went, the scenic tour sounds pretty good.
If the scenic tour isn't that much longer, we can take a scenic tour.
What a wonderful idea, friend point.
Oh, it's whether or not we go down this very long and cramped corridor. Ignore the chanting down there, or if we go up the thick corridor to the north. Both will arrive at our destination. Although honestly, I'm pretty sure since our destination is kind of to the top right there, it's not really going to be a scenic tour either way. Although I suppose I could take you around if we go north. Maybe the north way is the more scenic one.
What do you mean by top right?
Oh, you know, the corridor down to our right here bends north. Whereas the one to our north here bends right.
You mean northeast? I see.
Yes, that's the word.
I thought you were
East is
picturing
right.
this temple complex as if we were looking at it from a top-down view.
Oh yes, I like to imagine our Lord and Savior is looking down wherever she may be.
I also like to imagine that way, as if I'm looking at a map. It is fun, is it not?
More importantly, behind him, as you guys are all discussing this, particularly...
north is always upwards, isn't it?
No.
Maybe potentially with an earshot of Gwen. I'll let Gwen decide how far away they are and how much they're paying attention. But definitely to the rest of the party, you see soft little radiant glows flashing behind you as the rats appear to be casting mending on the mechanism.
Well, now Zomir is behind Gwen. Gwen is purely focused on where the rats are.
Then to your clericy ears, you hear the faint mutterings of mending being cast. As well as the rest of the party who are familiar with this cantrip, it being done behind the elder as he's talking to you. But yes, did we want to go? I guess the scenic route will actually be upwards to the north here. And the non-scenic route, but the more cramped one single file route will be to the right here. Which way would we like to go? The one.
That's the point.
I think at some point I'll move back up to Gwent too long before the party disappears.
To be fair, they've not left the doorway. Once they start moving, we'll come back to you, having come back up.
How about you take the high road, and I'll take the low. No, the point does not say that.
I was about to go. It's like, do you want me to throw him?
Whichever you prefer, Maverick. Whichever you prefer. I do take requests.
Oh, well, if you are the one, then if you would do this old rat a kindness, I would love to show you what we managed to build here. Our little temple to our Lord and Savior, called here by their messenger. But
Lord and Savior,
before, while he kind of starts leading you guys north around the mechanisms heading north, anyone is able to follow him. Please do move your minis and follow him as you do. Before we get back to Zormir, Assassin, what is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is... Oh no, I should have prepared that.
I'm assuming
What is
it's
it,
more
18?
than 10.
Yes.
I want to say 18.
Then on average, they will fail.
It is 14, so it's
Is it?
fairly
Okay.
low, but, you know. Did they fail?
On average, they will fail since you're doing multiple.
Yeah, so I just want to kind of be pinging about, just soaking up that juicy gossip, you know?
Their mind appears to be pretty uniform inside their head. While you get thoughts of them kind of focusing on the tasks they're doing, resetting mechanisms, them thinking through like what they actually have to do, at the back current of all of their thoughts, especially when you push into the few of them who do fail, you get this kind of almost single-minded focus on the one topic of, is it true? Is this the one the prophecy speaks of? Will they be able to rise the melody maker, the messenger of our one Lord and Savior? Will they be able to make the melody stop?
One, as someone who is used to a hive mind, does this feel like a hive mind?
Not so much a
Ooh.
hive mind as they are kind of a monastery mind where they've kind of dedicated their lives to this one goal, this one task of kind of warding and protecting whoever the messenger is. And you actually get kind of flashes of images in their mind of this quite large, I would say, kind of even giant-sized, almost sci-fi-like tank or sarcophagus.
Okay, I'd like to yank that for myself, just the image.
And they seem to believe the messenger is in there, and also that's where the song that they can hear. And as you're actually in their head, you can hear the melody that the point was describing in their own head. So they are hearing this melody.
Okay, and like, is it like the point describes, or is there anything different?
It's a
what's
little bit
the
more
energy?
high pitched, and it's actually a little bit more. You're not quite sure if it's more painful. You don't know if the point kind of downplayed it, or maybe they're just kind of used to it. But it's a little bit more high pitched to the rat's ears and mind, to the point where it's almost kind of like gnawing at them. But as far as you can tell, they've lived with this all their lives. These rats, some of them appear to have been born here and actually raised up to kind of watch over this cathedral. To the point where this is kind of all they've ever known is, every day kind of keeping the rock, the thunder rollers away, kind of keeping everyone else away to protect and guard the messenger of their Lord and Savior. But is there anything else you kind of want to
feeling
dive
real
into?
bad
or-
for these rats. All they've ever known is pain.
Rat cult.
Why am I the only
they
one
does
getting
appear
a
to have lived a
ritual
life of
sacrifice?
bare necessity and also a little bit of discomfort and anguish throughout their whole life that it's kind of just backdrop to them now.
Is there, like, apart from the energy of can they save us, is there any other energy that, like, implies how that's gonna happen?
Oh, to be fair, they don't. It's not so much can they save us; it's can they make the melody stop and can they revive the melody maker.
So they're being driven mad by the melody?
A little bit. Their thoughts are a little bit more frantic, but it's the kind of madness that they've kind of dedicated themselves to.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
It's a monastery one.
Oh yeah, like
It's a cult.
Don't
as
fail.
someone
point.
who's as Asin is also basically in a cult, this is very comforting.
Wait,
No, you're
This is
no,
much more normal.
no, assassin.
You
You're
are?
employed. There's a difference.
Look,
You're in a
is it
cult.
are
Lou is
employments or a cult? What's the difference, really?
Yeah, Lou Grimm is our cult one. You're just employed.
But that's what I'm saying. Potato, potato.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, Lou, are you sure you're not hearing any music?
so
I'm
yeah,
sure the Pope is also in a cult.
I'll be kind of throwing that up every so often, so if you want to just kind of send me information that I would probably find relevant, or bring it up if the party finds it relevant. That's basically what I'm going to be doing
Brain scan.
for the rest of the day. Yeah, it's brain scan and steal all the secrets.
Take all the
Casually
secret cult secrets. Okay, where's the treasure room?
Casually wandering through an art gallery, just videoing all the paintings so that you can copy them later.
Wait,
that's the vibe I'm getting.
they're rats. What do they taste like? Find that information.
Oh my god.
I don't
Like
think the
fucking
rats have that
rats.
Yeah, I was
information.
going to say, why would the rats
don't have a
know
taste.
this?
The rats don't have a taste.
They're
How
rats.
how does a young... They might know how their young tastes, maybe.
Wow, that's even
Wow, you're
darker.
just-
That's even darker than I
Using
was
the
thinking.
rats of-
What are you talking about?
I wasn't
Oh,
thinking
God.
they
Rats
eat
are
their
cannibalistic.
children.
Rats are cannibalistic.
That's why. It's like, they might.
Every carnivorous race is animalistic. Cannibalistic.
No, it's not. Not every one of them. Nearly every one of them, not all of them.
Even Homo sapiens.
Yep.
But while the party begins moving north following this elder rat, Zormir, you get back up to Gwent. What would you guys like to talk about?
We need to see if one of them can actually leave here, or if it's just they're trapped here. Those statues are keeping the Hydras and Drax out. I don't
not
know
the
if
Hydras, just Drax.
Yeah, we just didn't take the Hydras in because we knew we were
keeping
going
Dra-
through a small room.
Yeah, I just assumed you'd leave your vehicles back at the road.
Yeah, well, whatever I thought was being kept out is being kept out. It may be keeping them in. I don't want to risk us all if getting trapped here if we get infected.
Do you have a way to convince one to come with us? Or is it going to be grab a rat?
Alvina grab a rat and throw it at the wall.
The sequel to the hit
that
game
would-
Whack-A-Mole, grab a rat.
That was going to be, like, fuck you's suggestion would be to grab a rat and throw it outside.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do if anyone like comes up and asks me. Essentially, I'm just gonna grab a rat, go, give me a minute, run quickly, and just pitch one of them at the wall.
I think we should perhaps avoid doing that, in case, of course, they burst into flames and spontaneously combust.
They've not
that
told
would
us
put
yet.
us.
You're not
Well,
talking.
that would put us at a terrible disadvantage.
I mean,
They're not
if
talking
I'm
to us
talking,
yet.
we should definitely do it.
You're not talking out loud, Bob.
I'm
they're not near
talking
us.
to Gwen.
Sorry.
You're away
Oh.
up.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I thought this was a party thing.
No, I was talking to Gwen.
That's why Alvina hasn't just done it.
Okay.
Because Gwen's the one other person I saw stay back, and clearly showing some caution, going straight in there.
Where's the professor?
Okay,
I've lost him.
When the others go forward a bit, we go up,
Sorry?
we try to speak to one of them, and just try to get them outside.
Or at least see if they're worried about going out there.
Yeah, we give them a bit of, a bit of a talking to. We see how it goes.
Okay.
But
As you guys are
please
kind of going up towards the doorway trying to get one out, Lou and Assassin, are you guys following the rest of the party, or are you staying by the entrance?
I'll be following on, and I'll be trying to find a situation where the points kind of, not like on their own, but at least so I can like talk where I'm not immediately going to be overheard.
Assassin's down here.
It's not assassin. You're looking for
Oh,
the professor's
yeah.
just gone.
Just gonna drag them back. Gonna drag a tiny one of them back on now.
Oh, there's two.
Oh. Never mind. I'll just keep them in the dead zone.
And they're gone.
Sorry, Assassin, for interrupting you. When you
Yeah, what was Lou and Assassin doing?
Starting their
I
own
was
cult.
trying to sort Discord and
Alright, so they're doing their own
it's
thing.
kind of going off, but I can hear everything.
Okay.
Abigail's falling after an Alvina step.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and get the point's attention to like come over for a second, like kind of, but like in a way that seems really natural to me, but to the point they've just seen like this horrible eldritch abomination like point at them and gesture to like a corner and then like curl their finger towards like to come closer. It looks
Is it
horrifying.
their finger or is it one of their tentacles?
Okay, I'm getting a
Probably
repeat of
tentacle,
everything.
yeah.
I was gonna
Oh.
say.
A repeat of
Disconnect and
everything?
reconnect. Try
Yeah,
that,
just
Neil.
try resetting it. Also,
was
it
gonna
might
say,
have
does your-
actually opened 2 instances of Discord for you. I've had that happen before.
I was gonna say, Kales, does your tentacle go up and do that classic sort of gesture with the finger over and point at where you are, just in the shadows, going, "Hey, over here."
Yeah, that's pretty much what's happening.
Perfect.
With the point come over to essentially this dark, shady alleyway that definitely looks like this horrible little squid boy is gonna just stab you.
Would
The
you
point
go
was-
over to the alley where Batman's parents were murdered? Who knows?
The point would just you over here.
Yeah, you would see like Assassin sigh and then so quickly scuttle over and just be like, "I'm trying to be subtle. I'm trying to be subtle. This'll interest you." And then like scuttling slightly backwards, like, "Come on."
The point would say to whoever, excuse me, father, whatever the title is for an elder of your lot.
It's
I must-
Grey Rat.
Excuse me, Grey Rat. I must commune with my
Associate.
that.
That!
And I'll take a few steps back, not going into any shadows, but I will out of earshot of other people.
Right. So, I've got some information that might interest you. Do you want it?
Yes.
Oh, good. Right. Well, you owe me a favor if you accept it, and it's binding. You have to give me the favor. Do you agree?
The point is entirely ready to agree.
Great. Then, at this point, there will be like sort of silvery threads that have been floating around Assassin's heads for maybe about a couple of minutes, and they'll all bar like a couple go towards the point, and I'll send you the information that you get.
Okay.
And while that's happening, the rest of you kind of following on with the Elder. The Elder stops in this next little chunk of hallway and points like some sort of tour guide at what appears to be 3 very kind of tall, almost giant barrels with this mechanical wheel at the bottom of it. There's little openings or hatches at the top where you can see clearly some sort of silo of some kind. And a couple, 2 pairs of rats are kind of just pushing the wheel around. Well, yeah, so over here is where we grind down the mushroom grains
Okay.
to make a mulch. Or a much. Or I'm not actually quite sure what my father called it. It's been so long
Was
since
it-
I've heard his voice.
Was it a
Professor's
squish?
taking notes.
Was it a
Professor's
squish?
taking notes on this.
Yeah, something like that.
The point is trying to listen to this at the same time as talking to Assassin. She's like,
All I
yep.
know is we take the mushroom grains, which I'll show you later,
Okay.
and we grind them down.
Is
Yes.
it nutritious?
Oh yes, this is how we make our sacred liqueur.
Ah.
Might we taste this sacred liqueur?
Can you taste?
Yes, can you taste?
That-
What
that-
are you?
That is
I've never
really
seen a
fucking offensive.
non-rat.
That is really offensive.
You're a
Of
robot!
course, of course I can taste. Can you,
Yes?
fumbles frantically. Can you not be,
Yes? I'm cracking my knuckles as you're saying this, by the way.
I can't think of anything. But yes, I can taste. The long and the short of it is I can taste.
Good to know.
I have better fashion taste than you, Alvina. Snaps fingers.
I have great fashion taste,
hearing
as
the whole
Alvina's
thing
standing here and
ringing in my
essentially
ear.
her, like, Everyone see what Alvina's model is wearing. She's not wearing much. It's like, I have great fashion taste. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
You do not dress for your colours.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
Green and red
you do
goes
not.
fantastically, thank you very much.
No, they do not.
It is. They told me that in school.
Actually, I don't
Which
even think
school?
that's- I don't think
The
that's Neil. I
toilet
think that's
school?
the point breathing.
Oh,
Is
is
it
it me? Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was Neil. It was
Toilet
Gonna
I
get
school.
know. Apologies to Neil there. So used to
Yeah,
No,
Neil
Neil.
I'm
to the
having
mic.
problems with Discord.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry
actually the
about.
point breathing this time.
Oh, I was just that excited. Oh.
Hyperventilating.
Wow.
Gossip going on.
Are you hearing us twice, Neil?
You have
Yes.
the mic problem still going.
Do you have the stream open?
That's a very good
And not in
point.
Discord, it's an error screen.
Hard close it. Like Control
Gonna have
Delete
to.
Task Manager.
Yeah,
End
Yeah,
all the
I've
processes.
closed it twice.
Have you
I
ended
could
all
still hear
processes?
you speaking.
Have you ended all processes?
And at
no.
this point, if
Do
that
that.
doesn't work, then yeah, either that or just you might have to reset your entire system, just
Yeah.
because it's clearly done a goof somewhere. There are gremlins in your system.
Sure,
you
we're
gotta
doing
get
a
rid
tour
of them.
guide. You're not gonna miss much
The
right now.
internet went off for a few seconds, but
Yeah.
I could still hear everybody.
You go into the processes in Task Manager. Literally end every single Discord one. Don't miss a single one, and then try restarting it. It happened to me last night. Is the main thing. So.
But back to our
Where'd I
tour
go?
now.
Task manager.
Task Manager. It's like processes. Just open it up larger.
What are those yellow traffic cones? We saw them out front.
Yeah, what are they?
I don't know. They've been here since I was born.
Oh.
Some ancient material known as
Plastic.
plastic.
Plastic. Plastic. It's plastic.
They look like ceremonial hats to me.
Oh, do you want
Yeah,
one?
they do.
When we were first decorating this area, we kind of salvaged a lot of just random material. It's how we built a lot of this. We do a lot of repurposing and recrafting.
Scavenge,
Tells.
is that like scavenging and foraging?
Oh,
sounds
yes, like
like-
that. That's
seems
the
a
word.
mixture of scavenging and salvaging. It seems a
Okay.
combination of the two.
Scavenging.
The language
don't-
is wonderful here.
We don't really. It's been a while
Taking
since we've
notes on
spoken
language.
common with any other creatures. So we've kind of developed our own dialect and sub-language here. What do you call that?
I mean, do you pummel things as well instead of pummel them?
No, we bite.
I get that. I approve. That's what we were taught
Do
growing
you
up.
draw sigils instead of sigils?
It's Wiggles. It's Wiggles.
Oh, Wiggles, yes, Wiggles. But yes, this is. We turn the mushroom grain into mushroom wine.
How do you make mushrooms into grain?
What do you mean? We pick them.
Yeah, but mushrooms.
Big
don't
grain. It's just big grain.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been my question from the start. I'm just waiting.
Eh.
I knew someone who once ground mushrooms into a food substitute. Dr. von Quarnstum. He was wonderful.
I mean,
He
I've
named
known
their
people
food
to eat
after
mushrooms
this
and
tour.
then
Aye.
I've known people to eat mushrooms and then they like kept saying that they saw stuff and
Oh, that is a different kind of mushroom. As I have discussed in my previous lectures, there are 473 kinds of mushrooms, and the professor waffles for a second.
Anyway, let's move on from the talking robot.
Okay.
Who is talking in the background.
Yeah.
To the north is where we sleep, and we'll go up there in a moment.
Okay.
Why?
Over to our right here. This is Pinkerton. He's weaving our fabric together and mending our more discarded kind of pieces into new pieces.
I legit thought you was gonna say, "Here's Pinkerton, here's weird."
What?
Are there any clearly damaged pieces there?
There's nothing damaged that look like it needs mended. There's more just multiple pieces that are kind of just separate pieces of fabric. And you can actually see their robes appear to be kind of patchwork together. Now you can get a closer look at them. They're all still kind of this brown material, but it looks like it's kind of brown that's kind of just soaked in with a lot of just dirt and age. It's kind of in there, and it's just been woven together.
Question: is this anything important in this corner?
Which corner? What you?
That one.
Top right. Oh, that's our potted plant.
Okay. Alvina just was like, look at it, and she was actually just scan it to see what it is, basically. Cool.
It appears to be a fake potted plant.
I'm having that.
Although I'm trying to think, because they wouldn't have plastic, so I'm thinking it's just literally just like painted wood or something.
No, it actually seems to be a plastic plant.
Oh.
They have traffic cones, don't they?
Could
Oh
they
my
have just chopped
God.
up and sliced thinly bits of the cones?
They
I
don't know
love
where
it.
it
And
comes
painted
from.
them.
They've had it ever since they built the place.
This is our mystical plant that never dies.
It's the immortal!
It was the previous person who came by, apart from you. The point.
Are we on Plastic Beach?
I also like the energy of it took 16 generations before we noticed that it didn't need watering.
Can we check with Neil now he's back?
I'm just getting back into Discord and how it should be.
Okay. So
They
you're
have
not hearing
multiple-
I'm
anyone
still
twice.
able to hear you.
Can you hear us
Not
twice?
anymore.
Good.
That's all I wanted to check.
It was the processors, then. Like, one of them was just bugging out.
It wouldn't allow me to close it properly, but it looks good now.
Go.
Fantastic. Well,
But I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
That's
they're just literally, they make mushroom wine from mushroom grains. We're not sure what mushroom grains are. They don't seem to know what mushroom grains are. They seem to have a very loose grasp on the common language. And they've definitely been here for multiple generations without ever going outside.
And they've got plastic potted plants.
They got plastic potted plants and cones.
Alvina is definitely stealing at least one.
Interesting.
While you guys are all doing that, we'll head back to Zormir and Gwen as the Elder takes you up into the kind of dormitory area. But Zormir and Gwen, you are by the door wanting to try and grab one of the rat's attention, yes?
Yep. Like, hey, you,
Listen,
rat monk.
Runk.
He has a name. It's
Wrong.
Jeffrey.
He's the eloquent one, actually.
Yes.
But eventually one of the rats kind of call over here, kind of slips down a little ladder, a little edge of the wall here, kind of scutters over to you. Seems to only peek his head out of the door. He's kind of doing that thing where almost like he's a shy child. He's kind of got his whole body behind the door and is kind of just like peeking around, just
copying
his face
assassin.
looking at you.
It's assassin's state of being.
And just
Hey, have you ever left this place?
What?
Have you ever left? Have you gone past the statues?
Left? Why would I want to leave?
See what's down the corridor?
Oh no, we're not supposed to leave. No, we are the watchers, the guardians of our Lord's and Savior's messenger.
can you see those statues over there?
Which ones are you pointing to?
I'm pointing towards the things that are keeping Drax
The
out.
jackals.
Those big ones?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we keep them well cleaned and maintained for when the thunder rollers come by. We got to keep an eye. They give us an early warning when they're close.
So you can go
They can
past
touch
them.
him, that means that I think they're fine.
What's a thunder roller?
I was gonna ask that. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna ask that in here.
The thunder rollers are one of the fiercest traveling gangs around here. They've had their eye on the cathedral, but Earthquaker here keeps them away. They're not willing to mess with a giant. No, but if they knew it was just us rats in here, I fear they would try and steamroll us.
The tunnel snakes!
Are they people?
They're not rats, if that's what you're asking.
I mean, of the group that just went in, do they look like any of them?
Oh no, they're bigger.
Like, half, and I'm pointing to the puppet, half his size? Give me like up to his kneecap.
Yes, maybe about half his size, at least twice our size.
Oh, the large.
Oh yes,
Silly
yes, they are
question.
large. Yes.
Oni.
Why are they called thunder rollers?
Well, because they make thunder when they roll in.
Actual thunder or just a big
makes sense.
sound?
I thought it would be like, do they actually roll? I thought that was going to be the question.
Do they have wheels?
Well, I suppose it's not I don't know. I don't actually know what thunder sounds like. We were just told they were called the Thunder Rollers by the Elder.
'Cause in my head, it's just like a biker mice for Mars.
Yeah.
And I cannot shake it.
My mental image is just like Oni in like a biker gang outfit.
Screw it. I'm gonna. I point away from.
Oh god damn it.
I'm gonna point away from them, and I'm just gonna.
Thunderclap.
Thunderwave.
Yeah.
Out into the. They sound like this. Thunderwave. I'm expending my last spell slot and casting Thunderwave out into the middle.
Well, we hear that.
Yeah, that's got a 300-foot radius.
For audio, yeah. Boom! The heck
Could
was
someone
that?
not tell us he's doing that and we could all like cover our ears?
Nope.
Reduce
Yeah,
any damage.
We're also in a tunnel and it's going to reverberate.
As all of the rats just clutch down, crouching, just as the rest of the party just
Congratulations, you killed them all.
through the building.
Albina's gonna draw both swords and immediately just turn towards
Yeah,
the door.
the point would spin and start playing Merida quickly. Not
Fuck you,
not
George,
playing
right,
the
yeah.
music he can hear anymore.
Oh no! As the elder goes, oh no, that sounds much too loud to be the Thunder Rollers, but well, they must be coming in numbers I've never seen before. Quickly, we must get the puppet ready.
If I had any bones left, they would have dissolved. Jeez. Gotta get a warning for that one.
Suddenly, you all hear just the scurrying of feet just beating down the corridor.
Albina's gonna
As
just
a-
full tilt down here. Boom!
Yeah, that's what the point will come here, and as much as he can through his magic item, he can cast mending as an action. So he will be mending
The
this
puppet.
10
As
times
a-
as fast as they could.
As Zormir and Gwet, you stand there as while the kind of the main rats in the chamber are all just still clutching at their ears, kind of shaking. Suddenly, the chamber is filling not only of your party members, but the rest of the rats who are just frantically like pulling levers and trying to get the kind of silhouette and outskirt of the actual giant back up into its railings.
Are you guys actually standing there, by the way?
Yes.
Then Alvina is like next to you, just like staring like down the corridor looking for something now. Because she
What's
can
he
dash
looking for?
90 feet. What the
What
heck
are
that
you looking
thunder
for?
came
there
from?
as well.
Where the heck that thunder came from?
That was all me.
Yes, that was me.
You fucking idiot!
I wanted to know if they knew what it. Oh, if it was like that, because I
You
don't know if they know
gave-
what thunder is.
Alvina's gonna grab him by like the collar, just shake him. You gave us all a heart attack!
And I'm going to slap you back. And
She's not gonna stop shaking you.
I'm still gonna hit you back.
Yeah, she's fine with that. He doesn't care.
A few
She doesn't even
minutes
flinch.
go by, the elder finally gets there, just kind of panting. Quickly, you must come in. We must close the door.
It's
We can't give them
fine.
any suspicion that anything is wrong.
It's fine. This one's just an idiot.
That hit.
It is, yeah. If you do that, she's gonna hit you
And they
back.
hear an hour of thunder as,
Bam.
as I hit you with a thunder
Okay.
For
gauntlet.
11 thunder damage.
Oh shit! I could have done that instead.
Yeah, Alvina's gonna just yeet you, like, out towards the statues.
Who's the one with 6 intelligence?
Alvina, this is a place of God. No time for throwing Zorma around.
He punched me in the
We can do that
face. He
later.
deserved it.
I punched you
Zorma,
'cause you
this is a
shoot
place
me.
of God. Do not punch. Alvina, this is a place of... just don't punch each
This is a
other.
place of dogs. Understood.
In place of dogs.
No, rat.
You keep mentioning dogs. Are they or are they not mythical? I have to know.
They're not mythical. I've told
They're
you.
not mythical,
I
they're
explained this for
common.
like an hour.
It has to be a
They
joke.
are not
Yeah.
real.
You
assholes.
have
Dogs
to
are
be
real.
lying to me.
No,
What
it's
do you mean
not.
they're not
Definitely
real?
Do not listen to the off-worlders. In this world, dogs. These do not exist.
Here
I have a
your,
question.
I point a copper wire at the professor and say, "What the fuck are you saying?"
I have a question. Do basically do pictures exist? Like proper photography pictures in this world?
In this world or your world?
In our world.
In your world? Yeah, Arcanite pictures do exist.
Can I roll
as well as Arcanite greens.
Draw a
Can I
picture
roll
in the
a
dark.
look? No, can I roll a look to see if I have just a picture of a dog?
Destiny.
Yes, I will let you roll a fate check.
Yeah.
Please, not 20.
Roll for dog.
Please, not one.
19! I have a dog picture!
I'm gonna use my destiny point to cancel that roll.
No.
Technically, you wouldn't even cancel it. You just force a reroll.
Reroll.
Not 20.
You both know you're not actually wasting your destiny point on that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. I have a picture of some...
Is it a husky?
It would probably be some kind of hunting dog.
No,
Okay.
wait.
Yes,
James
so-
may not want to, but I am perfectly willing to waste mine. Reroll.
I only have the
Oh
one.
my god! You're gonna win!
14! Still got it!
No, it's
It's
below
real
15.
blurry though. It doesn't count.
It's above a 10. That's all it needs.
I really like the idea if you have one, but it's not like the best picture, and it's one of those pictures where you look at it and it's like, I don't know, it kind of looks fake, mate.
It's a cryptid.
Yeah, dogs are cryptids now.
That looks like some kind of guy in a suit.
To be
Are
fair,
you sure this is real?
to be fair, it's probably some weird fey hunting dog. I swear
Could
I
it just be an owl bear? Could it actually
has-
be an owl bear?
It has 17 eyes. What are you trying to pull on us,
dog.
Alvina?
This is
Those
my
are not
dog.
eyes.
If this is a
Or
dog,
maybe it'd be a blink dog.
if this
It might
is
be a
dog,
blink dog,
then I
actually.
will
It might
come.
be a blink dog.
Technically a dog, but not like an actual dog.
Yeah, well, Avina would know because she's from a Feywild.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, yeah, this is
He's
my
just-
dog.
I
Why have you got a blink dog as a dog?
It's just a dog.
Blink dogs aren't beasts.
wait. Dogs come in blink variety.
Yeah, it can teleport. Does that count?
They can teleport.
Well, mine
Yes,
can.
Assassin at this point is sitting down on the floor. This is slightly too much.
Just giant anime eyes as well.
Yeah, they've sat down, they're looking up in wonderment and just being like, I want to believe. I want to believe. I want to
It
believe
is
in dog.
clearly, even if it is real, it is clearly some kind of wolf. Wolves exist here.
No, it's a
That
dog.
is the
Wolves
end
are
of it.
different.
I
Show
mean,
us
that looks like a
around-
fake.
Show us around yes, it does look fake. Show us around this temple and let us put this talk of mythical beasts behind us. There is no such thing as dogs.
So there it is.
I'd also
We
like
will
to.
agree to disagree.
I'd also like to remind everyone that we are on a bit of a time crunch, but it is getting late. So, as long as they're not going to attack us,
No, they think.
As you're doing this, there was a moment where the elder kind of quieted everyone, kind of learning it was just you, and the rats kind of started going their own way until while you were talking, suddenly the commotion seems to have started back up again, and the elder is directing people and is now continuing to get the mannequin back up into place.
What happened?
Yeah, should we be worried about that?
Zomi, you owe me a heal.
As the elder kind of eventually comes over you, the mannequin already nearly fully in place, all the rats kind of getting into their place, and he points over to the two statues out front of the gargoyles, and you actually see them kind of just stretching and purring almost.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's the sign that the Thunder Rollers are coming. That's our early warning system. I think you might have drawn their attention.
Thanks, Zomi.
Oh.
Right,
You
Okay.
dumbasses.
everyone inside.
No, this one isn't on. This one isn't on the rest of us for once, actually.
No, wait. What
Skirt,
about
Skirt.
them? As he
I'm-
points over to the Hydras.
Skirt, I'm going
Yeah.
out there and I'm going to deal with whatever the fuck's coming. Alvina, are you coming or are you staying there?
Go, Sam. You owe me a healing potion. Hand it over.
I don't have a healing potion. I only have enough energy for one spell left.
Well, you
and
only
I'd
have
like
heal.
to keep. I'd like to keep it.
And shouldn't have punched
Whatever's
me.
come. I only punched you because you wouldn't let me go.
Hey, I didn't hurt you.
Look, whatever you're doing, in or out, we have to get the disguise perfect. And if you are coming in, you need to do something to disguise or hide the hydras, or else I don't know. I imagine the Thunder Rollers will take them.
I'm going to get Gregor, and I'm going to fight this.
Yeah.
Who's coming with me?
I'm already heading off.
Yeah, fuck you's running along with you, and as he does so, he slaps Alvina's leg and casts Cure Wounds on her.
Thank you.
The rest of the party,
Lou will go out as
Professor,
well.
Assassin, and Lou, did you guys go forward to the front when the thunder went off, or are you still sticking back in the cathedral? Right, so Lou's over
Lou's
there, yeah.
joining Zormir and fuck you.
Assassin, the Professor? And it's mostly because for the Thunder Roller encounter, I'm going to switch back to the main cathedral entrance map.
I assumed,
Yeah,
because it's got more space.
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna just be kind of hanging. It's where I can take cover and pop in and out, but generally I'm at the front door, if that makes sense.
Because that's the other thing of they are closing the door.
Oh.
The point will say
you can still be in, but they are going to resist you opening the door.
Well, is there any way to hide outside, like just from a
Yeah,
quick
there's
spot?
giant statue. You
Then,
can hide
yeah,
behind the statue if you want.
I'll do that and go like shove my butt behind the statue.
Let me just switch back here, and you guys can all place yourself as you can see the statues kind of just kind of stretching and kind of rolling their shoulders.
Would I have time to stealth?
Oh yeah. While you can hear a slight, you can actually hear an ever so slight rumble off in the distance now that you know to like look for it. They're not going to be here for a while. The rats are still kind of running about inside, getting last things up, kind of getting either you guys out or in so they can actually close the door and kind of put up their facade of being the dwelling of a giant. You guys even have time to like do very quick disguises if you want to like, I don't know, you got any magic you can throw over the hydras or kind of just get them out of line of sight if you want to keep this centered on like the entrance or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get Susie back in here.
The point will do two. First up, the point will turn to Maverick and say, I can hold the doors. You don't need to worry about the giant if I can hold the doors.
I'm bringing Gregor over here.
But,
I'm getting Susie back there. So
this has been our way for so long is subterfuge and to hide. It was the only way to survive. But what if...
I am going to be hiding just outside. I can hold the doors.
Still close the door. You're just going to...
Close the doors. You just don't need to waste your time fixing the giant.
And I'll tell Drax to
see if you've got any other defenses you can pull together.
I'll tell Drax to make himself scarce and out of the way.
Fuck you's gonna go up to Drax and ask if he can see if he can try to get through the barrier.
Or just go down the corridor either way. Just get himself out.
Oh yes, I was just planning on flying up the other direction while whatever that is encounters. If I hear screaming, best of luck. If I don't hear screaming, I'll come check if you're alive.
Cool, Jax.
Alright, toodaloo.
See ya.
How opposed is everyone to if someone gives me a signal, I cast Sleet Storm? How does that sound?
Oh,
How does that sound?
The signal will be a large group of them and a gravity well hitting them.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to stealth and basically say, give me a signal, I got a biggin, and hide. So that's my plan.
I'm gonna be up the wall with Gregor, ready, holding an action to use Gregor's breath.
Yeah, Alvina's got Susie back there with the intention of also using her breath. Where's there's Abby. I was like, where's Abigail?
I'm also going to quick retcon. I am going to have Drax go down the other way because I want him to come through the giant way.
I was wondering. It's like, oh, they were behind us. Holy shit!
It was that comment that made me realize no, they would be coming from that direction.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, fuck.
You see Drax just float down and then just float back and the other way. Sorry, I misjudged the direction. They're coming from that way. Good luck.
Okay, best of luck.
With minor illusion, if I wanted to cast an illusion of a creature, would it need to be at most 5 feet tall? Because it says no bigger
Yeah.
than a 5-foot cube.
Then
Yeah.
yes, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You would need a higher level spell. for the
Summon
bigger ones.
a dwarf.
An
Some of
average
them
height
really
human. An under height human.
Yeah, short human. Ooh, summon like five goblins. You can fit 5 goblins in a 5-foot cube.
They're pretty cramped though.
And
They won't be doing anything. It'll just be a 2D image.
just in a phalanx formation. They look organized.
Yeah, it was more for the intimidation factor. It's like, oh, there's a lot of them.
What?
No,
for
we're not
5
gonna-
goblins crushed together in a small
We're not.
cube.
We're
No,
not
that's
planning
not
intim-
intimidating at all. That's a bite-sized snack for a large creature.
Oh, here's the thing.
We're not-
If they're in a phalanx with shields and spears,
Yeah.
that looks
We're not
actually
really-
my kind of
what?
intimidating.
In a
There's some-
slight bottleneck.
We're not really planning intimidation. We're trying to draw them in.
Oh yeah,
So
Yeah.
but it's a thing. They'll go on to meet the shield wall, and then we attack them.
Chris, can I? Are there handholds on these statues? Can I climb to the top?
You're gonna ride when they
If
jump.
possible.
Yes, you can,
You can
climb
hold
forward.
their hands.
Cool. I'm going to use my tattoos. So you'll see emanating out from the dragon tattoo on my arm just a network of cables and pipelines that just sort of shift my form, almost Mystique-like. And I'm just casting Disguise Self from the tattoo. And I now look like a tumor on the side of this giant. I'm making
do know
myself
that-
look like
You
rock
do know
the
that
same color.
disguise self is for humanoids. You have to look like a human.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like humanoid.
It doesn't exactly say that
It
in
does.
the spell.
No,
Does
it
it?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure
you
it
have
doesn't.
to have the same amount of limbs that you already have, etc., etc. And you
Yes.
can't be a size bigger than you are.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
turn
not,
into
pretending,
smaller.
you can't turn into a ball on the side of a statue.
I'm not pretending to be. I'm just looking like a human. I look like a statue version of myself that's just on the shoulder of this thing.
You get a regular stealth check.
It does say,
Aw,
yeah.
what?
It's not.
Wait,
gonna
don't
be-
you have a gargoyle cloak, or did you get rid of that?
Oh, I do have that.
Yeah, but an elven cloak would
my-
just
that
do it.
literally gives you advantage and stealths among statues.
Yeah, I also have disguise self at will as a warlock. Like, it's not that useful. Like, just stealth. It's much better.
It's way better.
It's way
fine.
better.
Disguise
Fine
self is
then,
for a
I'm-
completely different check. Essentially.
I make myself look just a grey shade version of myself, and then seeing it not work, I pull up the hood on my gargoyle cloak and pull it
Look at
around me,
this. Look at this
and I
shit.
look like. Yeah.
Literally, you have the item.
You
that
have
we're
the
attempting to
statue
mimic.
item.
I'd forgotten about it. What do you want from me? So crouched on this giant statue's shoulder, I look like a small gargoyle.
It's hilarious because we flavored it such that you had this specifically so you could stealth while adventuring.
Yeah.
Fuck you is gonna sit by this corner here because they should be coming from this direction. Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
as soon as like he hears them coming or about to turn around the corner, he's gonna make it look like there's a were-rat just sleeping in the middle of the corridor using minor illusion.
Okay.
Ooh,
Interesting.
bait. I approve. Just get them all.
Is everyone done their like preempt while you wait a couple
Um,
minutes for them to roll up?
One thing the point will do before that is pull out his deck of illusion and
Yeah. Summon something.
summon something
Another-
round about here. Oh,
Another etching just stood there.
Yeah.
Kinda
Just chilling.
so,
What, over the were-rat?
so
Are you creating an entire nativity scene here?
Sleeping were-rat.
Oh,
Hidden dragon.
is the were-rat there?
Yeah.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Oh
Yeah, so the point will do this before.
The point. I summon. What?
So the card is
Please get 100.
9
I
of
think.
clubs. So 9 of
I
clubs
don't know what 9 of clubs is.
is
I know one of them's a demon lord, which is pretty good.
an ogre.
That's not bad. I'll do.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Knowing what I know.
Why do you only
Oh,
summon
excellent.
giants?
All right. So there's an ogre. Are we putting any were rats or anything underneath the ogre?
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, can do. But
I don't have to. I have
yeah,
no idea if that will be beneficial or not beneficial.
I mean, the spell only lasts. Minor illusion only lasts for a minute.
A minute.
Yeah. You need that silent image.
Wait, does this mean I could maybe disguise self and go and
As
like
a
position
were-rat.
myself to be underneath the ogre, like Deb, like just lying out, like full, like Deb underfoot.
You guys know that the ogre can't talk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't need to. Someone
The
can do
ogre's
something
just an
else.
animated GIF.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh god, are we gonna try and do some ventriloquism? Oh,
yeah. Someone do ventriloquism, please. I'm gonna disguise myself as a very, very small were-rat.
Okay. Alright,
And
because
put myself underneath
I have a question.
the ogre.
They simply
If I
don't
can-
even know that they're were-rats, is the problem with Karen.
they do not. It's very
Yeah.
evident they have been disguising themselves as a giant.
Fair, then can I just make myself look like a dead kobold?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yes, I was waiting for it to be obvious that people were trying to disguise as were-rats to actually say, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, give
Oh,
away
yeah.
the game that they're were-rats.
Yeah.
Fuck, you
In
could
that
make
case,
the
I'll
ogre
make it look
or-
like a
Second
like a small
kobold.
A second kobold.
yeah, second kobold thing.
It's just two
Why
dead
not
kobolds and
illusion
an
allow you-
ogre.
I feel like Assassin looks over at fuck you and's like, wait, I'm allowed to do this, but I feel like this is a bit rude.
Doesn't
Yeah,
minor
that
illusion?
do sound as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you could make the sound from the ogre or something.
Look, anyone can attempt to make the sound. It'll determine the performance check will determine if you succeed or not.
Fee, fi, fo, fa.
Definitely.
I
have to
work
be
for
fuck
the
you.
mighty.
It has to be fuck
Quick
you.
5 seconds.
I
I'm gonna introduce the rolling thunder
Yeah, let's see what it
before
is.
we take a 5-second break.
It turns out it's non-sentient.
As coming into sight, this rumbling begins to get louder and louder, almost like you can kind of get that sense of rolling thunder, like they'd mentioned. But for those a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more adventurous, you know that it's definitely not thunder, but the sound of rock on rock, kind of like thundering down a corridor, a alleyway, sort of echoing that occurs from either like a cart or some sort of vehicle kind of going
it's
over
a
rocky
ki-
terrain.
it's a kind of rhythmic beat then.
Well, to put it in player terms, it is a bunch of ogres on stone bikes
It's a bike
rolling
again!
in.
Oh my god.
I was so close with an Oni bike again!
It's
Now
an
I'm just
ogre
thi-
biker.
now I'm just thinking the
You
rock
summoned an ogre.
fighter from like Neverending Story 2 or 3 where
On
he's
his
riding a
right.
giant motorbike.
My, you
As they
summoned...
roll in on literal stone bikes with rolling stones.
Hell fucking yeah!
As the leader comes to a halt, kind of steering in, looking down at the entrance, and looking at the ogre standing there over a corpse with a raised eyebrow. As we're gonna have a quick 5 seconds, you guys can discuss or have a bathroom break or do whatever, and we'll come back to the ogre encounter in a moment.
Fuck yeah, by the way.
Yeah,
Such
in
a
that
draw.
case, I'm gonna
Damn
minor
ogre
illusion. Yeah, I'm gonna minor illusion them. Our ogre to say this might kill. Fuck off.
I can use thaumaturgy to make that better.
Do it! Amp his voice! Amp him!
Yeah, so I'm saying I can use thaumaturgy to make that better.
Yeah, go for it.
You can amplify your voice because thaumaturgy is awesome
Yeah.
like
I
that.
like how the last
start
session
blasting.
started with our us getting Wizard of Oz, and now we've started this session by us Wizard of Ozing a biker gang.
The best part is that
Just you did.
in front of this ogre is here. Me and Lua just stood there behind it.
Yeah, we're all hidden, and you guys are just standing there.
Just stood there.
Just a tiefling and a human with a giant.
I'm not a
kick-off
human.
stars.
Yeah, elf.
Humanish.
Elf.
From
an
a
elf.
distance, you look human.
I
Whatever.
really don't. I've got very
You
obvious
don't?
pointed ears and glowing
You're
eyes.
looking a
I've
bit
the
green at
weirdest.
the gills.
I've got
Humanoid then. Humanoid.
Humanoids all look the same.
Yeah, you damn point ears.
Yeah.
Damn knife ears.
No, none of that here. Get the fuck out.
No elf racism. I'm the cool type of elf.
No, you're not.
I am.
Prove him wrong.
I already have. there's a dent in his face that proves me correct. So...
I buffed that out.
I'll have to buff that back in.
Back in a minute.
Nah. Nah.
Make it permanent.
Nah, I'm not so nah.
I'm still taking your arm if you die.
Nah. I mean, the tattoo's used for the day.
Oh, it's just I don't care about the tattoo. I just want it to look. The tattoo doesn't fade on your death. It just looks like that. I'm gonna frame it.
You do know that Alvina just collects everything.
Yeah, and everyone.
I'd hate to see their house.
You have
I'd
no
hate
idea.
to see their tree.
Yeah, it's a tree
and
house.
a small update, mostly for fuck you. If things go wrong and they realize we're both alive, I will be casting Hunger of Hadar. I have not immunity, resistance to cold and acid, so I'm good. But just to let fuck you know that, you know.
I've just realised.
I mean,
So
if
Assassin's
you're-
over here, right?
No, Assassins.
Assassin.
There or
should be-
something.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Assassin.
In the middle of the thing. Fuck you's around this corner. He's not actually going in the middle with you.
He made an illusion.
Dang. Fair. Then yeah, I'll be there essentially just lying there in the hopes that the plan will work, and if not, they'll get Hunger of Hadar.
And basically,
Is a
I'll,
Hunger of
I'll-
Hadar
I'll-
worse than Maddening Darkness?
Is it obvious that you're breathing?
Is it? Hmm.
Assassin, I have a question. How fast can you run?
30 feet.
Cool. When this goes tits up, run like hell.
Okay.
I also have a
I
question.
can fly
Does
as
Assassin
well.
breathe?
Just basically,
Yeah, well-
don't be in the
Well, that
area
will
you
require
currently
a stealth
are.
check.
Technically, yes, I do breathe because it says I can breathe underwater, but like I don't. I have multiple types of breathing. Essentially.
Yes, unfortunately, you still breathe.
Yeah, I extra breathe.
All right, what I miss? How's the plan developed inevitably since I left?
The plan is developed by basically, we're gonna amp fuck you's voice with Lou Grimm,
That's my
Thaumaturgy,
thaumaturgy.
and when that inevitably fails, we're gonna Hunger of Hadar and Gravity Well them and kill them all.
Fair.
I like your confidence in us.
I think so. Yes. Yes, please.
The fact that they're ogres
Alright.
makes the Gravity Well a little more annoying because they've actually got good strength.
Let's set this up. I'm gonna need the ogre stat block now.
That's a
All right.
lot
As
of ogres.
describing these, as they roll up on their very clearly stone bikes, very much like from Neverending Story. You know what? They're now lowrider bikes.
Lowrider. I was imagining lowriders, honestly.
Yeah, same.
The ogre bike leader swings around and gets off, and you can see that all these ogres are wearing what is some sort of cured leather around their body, like they are a fantasy version of a biker's gang, as well as the ogre leader is wearing 2 chains wrapped around over their shoulder and under, kind of across their chest. The other ogres are all wearing a single chain just across their shoulder.
Do they look like standard metal chains or like the silver chains that I've got?
They look like almost kind of a mixture of the in between. They look like they're steel chains, but you can kind of see a slight hint of that almost kind of reflective psychedelic property you used to twisted silver.
Okay.
But it looks like it might be some form of
Alloy.
alloy
Yeah. Okay.
rather than pure twisted silver.
I'm cool with that.
Twisted steel.
Twisted steel. Interesting. Okay. I'm sure we'll find out what that does.
Nothing, just looks shiny.
It's shiny.
No.
It's just cool.
Or if it was our alt characters, what they had, ogre chains.
Oh yeah. Forgot about them.
But yes, the ogre leader gets off, steps off. The rest of the bikers just kind of park a little bit, just sitting there. All right, let's do any pre-checks I need to Have I got a stealth check from the professor who is stealthing in the background? And I am going to need either dexterity or charisma stealth from assassin when they get back, but I'll get that in a second.
And I'm hiding over here behind this bit.
Anyone else who is hiding, also give me a stealth check.
I'm assuming Alvina and Lou are very blatantly just standing here.
Only
Wow,
hiding so I can
wow,
make
that's
the
you.
dramatic entrance.
Alvina definitely is. I'm wondering if what Lou's doing because he's just stood next to me.
Wow. Look at all that stealth check. This is a stealthy party.
I'll stay where I am.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to move my lips to
To
make
do-
my voice sound louder.
Make someone else's voice sound louder.
Zormir, are you stealthing at all? And are we trying to stealth the Hydras, or are they just going to be sitting there?
Susie's
Well,
very
the
much going to be there.
My Hydra's up the wall. I'm just trying to find the stealth.
It's just Dex, they don't have it.
Alright. Dex.
On account of being a Hydra, they do not have proficiency in stealth.
Oh, damn, a 19 though.
That's good, yes, real good.
For myself.
Natural one.
For you. I fell off the...
You fall.
Yeah, that's how you.
I was close.
Hey.
That was close.
Somehow the Hydra is stealthier than you.
Because I'm trying to...
It's
I've
stuck
not got
to
the
wall.
saddle like...
Yeah, he's just hanging on.
I think I can hang on. It turns out I can't. Whoa.
Yeah, you've not quite fully got the hang of these hydras yet, have you?
Gregor
I'll
is
get
the one that
to
everyone keeps having
go
trouble
for
with.
deception check from SS in a moment. So we have a ogre, so I guess let's copy the ogre over here. Ogre biker, I need to go over here. You're just a regular ogre.
Ogre, not biker. Put it ogre, not biker.
Ogre, no bike.
You get a green, you're a good ogre.
Hey, it's all ogre now. It's Shrek, everybody. Shrek has arrived.
It's maximum ogre drive.
Yeah, I did put that one.
Person, if you can give me either a charisma, stealth, or deception, your choice.
It's all ogre now.
I guess
What
I'll
do
also
those
accept
mean?
performance.
What do those mean again? Oh, but so with a charisma stealth, what does this mean?
Roll charisma. If you have proficiency in stealth, you can add your proficiency. And if you have expertise in stealth, you can add double your proficiency.
Okay, then it doesn't matter because both I don't have proficiency in stealth or deception, and they're both the same
You
value
have
in terms of
proficiency
stats.
in performance.
No.
Then just give me
Yeah,
a charisma.
everything's
give me a charisma
flat.
check.
So
Flat charisma.
You did not design your character to play dead.
no.
Let's find out if they're
Oh
naturally good at.
no, that's a 14.
That's not bad.
Ah,
It's not bad. It
It's
to
could be,
the
better-
could be
insight of
worse.
an ogre,
Yeah,
you're
it's better
probably
than,
good.
It's better than Zormir stealth. So
Could I when they come in, can I make like a sort of death like shout of just being like, you got me. Like,
Rosebud!
Yeah, and with their insight of 8, they believe you.
Yay!
yeah.
He just showered, I'm dead. And they believe
That is the most wholesome thing. It's like in the death throes of the ogre, the illusory ogre that's just in its idle animation of just like Sid the Sloth in Ice Age going, and now I die. Just hamming it up. Love
And
it.
just the ogre biker leader like looking and going like, yup, this seems above board, folks.
Yeah,
This seems all good.
It's very, very Aidan Goatley, William Topaz McGonagall, isn't it, Kieran? I love it. It's so fun. It's so good.
All I'm thinking of as well is Matt Berry in the IT crowd, in the court scene, pretending he's dead and every now and then looking up
Yeah.
when he thinks no one's looking.
It's like
Having
peeking.
heart attacks.
Yeah, you just see like anyone who's within like proper good sight of Assassin, both of their eyes that are normally open are closed, but you just see one open like on like the side of their face that you didn't know was there, that just kind of like looks and then shuts again.
Eyes for days.
All right.
I love how you
as
drew
we-
a lot of circles for the bikes.
Hey, gotta know where those bikes are.
It is. I am stealing at least one of them. I'll find some use
Oh.
for
You
it.
have a Hydra.
I'm
We
gonna
gotta
carry the
explode
bike.
bike.
Your Hydra!
No, I'm
We
gonna
gotta explode the bikes.
No, here's the thing. The Hydra's
You're-
gonna be on the bike. You're just gonna figure out how to do it.
You're gonna destroy the bike.
Also,
Two
for
bikes!
Allison's background homework, they said that they wanted to find the coolest bike so they could become the best leader of a biker gang in the whole world. I'm not shitting, like that's
Are you
genuinely fucking pinned in the Discord.
Holy
so
shit.
I guess I gotta do it, right?
Yeah.
Can't
And
get
more
me a bike.
importantly, the DM was completely oblivious to it.
Wow, rude.
Yep, already forgotten about that until you said
I mean,
it
to
right
be
now.
fair, it was a bullshit backstory, but I'm down with my own bullshit.
Yeah.
Both as Assassin and
God,
Kaylee, so...
It's like
Double bluff.
it's the great convenience. Like in the first session, I put as my homework for it is like Alvina wants a pet dragon, and then we found like a bunch of dragon eggs. The next session, it's like
Oh,
done.
so yeah, that means
Yeah,
means
that one was
anything
also
we
a
write
random
become
roll
canon.
on the table.
Yeah. Fate.
I think it was Lou that found the dragon eggs, and Albina was like, yoink.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, as the ogre biker chain gang rolls in to the front of the cathedral,
What the fuck?
the party having either hidden themselves to create illusion or just standing behind illusions, the ogres disembark from their stone bikes, and the ogre biker leader begins to kind of menacingly stroll forward, his feet thundering against the ground as he gets part of the way towards the entrance. Looks dead at the ogre illusion and the beautiful performance of Assassin dying, and calls out in Giant, Gurk, nah! Not nah! That only the professor,
Oh,
all the way at the back, is able to understand.
What do I hear? I do have tongues. I should have cast that on someone who was at the front line. Fuck.
Yeah.
What do I hear? What do I hear?
I will let you know if you want to attempt to tell the rest of the party, but as you are stealthed and away from the party, and do not, I believe, natively have telepathy without stealing it from someone.
I've got. I could steal it.
But unfortunately, Drax is not in line of sight.
Drax fucked
And-
off.
What I
also-
could do is, I
But
know the professor
assassin
can
is-
speak giant, so
Oh.
I can use my awakened mind to ask the professor, what the fuck did he say?
Yes!
Oh,
Nice one!
Such a fucking clutch move! Yes, Neil!
Who
Beautiful.
says Aberration Warlock's bad?
Yes. Oh, man!
Excellent.
Yeah.
That,
Nice.
As
I
Lou,
didn't
you
want to
get
say
to
it.
establish the connection with the professor.
Eyes go wide and think, oh shit.
Professor, you hear a
Professor.
telepathic incoming call. Do you accept all charges? You just hear, you just see a little like cognitive image in the eye of your mind, and just underneath it, powered by President Control.
Trademark!
Incredible. They've got their own branding and everything.
totally
What a
buy
girl
it.
boss.
What a
Do you
boss.
accept this telepathic communication into your head?
President Control is a girl boss confirmed.
do I see Luke
Indeed.
with
Is
my-
there a little
with my-
picture of Lou Grimm, like his
Yeah.
profile
Like,
pic?
yeah.
Do you
Is-
have
is-
caller ID?
Ah!
I like to think as a robot, I definitely have caller
Caller
ID. Do I
ID.
know it's Lou Grimm rather than, for instance, the giant squid tentacle monster who also wants control of my brain?
Give me an insight check.
That's a good question.
Not but perception. I'm looking at Lou Grimm right now.
Is it,
And Lou Grimm's looking out with the ogre and doesn't need to look at you to establish communication.
My
He's
insight's
also, like-
crap, though.
Enough so you're hit.
Perception's much higher.
There's also a giant crystal
Damn it.
in the way.
Yeah.
That's the one. I didn't even call that one. I didn't even call that. That's not on me.
Unfortunately, while you have caller ID, Lou Grimm, being new to this world and the concept of
Doesn't
caller
have
ID,
caller ID.
hasn't set it up.
I
Unknown
I'm
number.
not gonna burn my destiny point, and
Yeah.
I would not
Okay,
accept because
go for
I
it.
don't know that it's Drax. I'm not gonna burn my destiny point, and I don't know it's Drax, so I'm not gonna accept the charges.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
All right,
That's-
Lou,
it's-
you get
it's-
a
it's very
denied
much in-
message.
It's very much in the professor's character.
It is, yeah.
The
The
ogre
number-
is
Lou
the-
just
the
rolls
brain-
his
the
eyes
brain-
back
forward.
and thinks to
You would hear
himself,
back,
fuck.
the brain you have reached is beyond your control, President Control. Fuck you!
The ogre takes another step forward and shouts out, "Wah! No, no! Wah! Dah!"
What do I hear?
I don't think it's relevant unless you can tell the other party members. So I'm gonna.
Well,
You'll
you
understand it.
You can whisper it to me, though, Chris.
Alvina is just going
Hey,
to
that's good.
bellow at the
And
loudest
also-
she can. Sword
also-
off!
And also I have-
wait
I-
for the
I have message.
minor illusion to go off.
Yeah. I can still hear it. I have message, and if it's hostile, I'm gonna attack. And pretty much as soon as that happens, Alvina will take the hint and just rage.
No, Alvina's got somebody else first.
I point the copper wire at the professor and say, "What the fuck did he just say?"
For note, everyone, remember, message does have verbal, somatic, and material components. It is, while you are whispering, you are still casting the spell, which in Alterra will create the circle of arcane light that is used when casting spells, and will break any stealth checks that you may have.
In future, I need to remember that I do have comprehend languages, and that just works for spoken languages. I don't
Yeah.
get to speak back, but I do understand. But obviously, that also does verbal, somatic, material component.
But you get the vibe that he's kind of questioning or inquiring the ogre, and the professor, you are aware that is what he's doing. I will let you know if he gets like super hostile, like attack or anything, and then you can react. But first, let's see what the rest of the party's gonna do.
So the minor illusion goes off.
I'm still doing the copper wire to him, but I'm hoping Gregor was in the way enough to.
Okay, well, let's get back to that in a second. Let's see if anyone wants to respond to like the first shout and then the second while that was happening, and then we'll follow through with the completion of the spell.
Yeah, so my minor illusion, doing it as a sound base rather than visual base, it's gonna shout back in common. This is my kill. Fuck off.
Okay, go ahead and
Intimidate.
and you can have that come out of the ogre since you're controlling it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, given
I
that
was
the
going to use my
ogre's
thaumaturgy to amplify that.
okay, given the ogre is not intelligent or wise, he immediately believes it is coming from the ogre. I am going to need a persuasion check at disadvantage because you're not speaking giant.
Could I make like a oh god the pain as I like wiggle underneath, like just to add to the extra like I thought
Is
I
your
was
last
dead.
breath circle?
Oh!
Oh,
Still alive.
The
Oh
point can also
god. Like
control the ogre a little bit. So the illusion ogre will just take a single step a threatening step forwards.
That's fair. I would also allow intimidation if you have expertise or proficiency in that as well, because I realized we're dealing with ogres.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got intimidation.
Is it higher than your persuasion?
It is, yes.
That makes sense.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Am I re-rolling or?
I'm gonna go with no, simply because you rolled a 1.
Yeah, the one would not have saved anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't have saved it anyway. And also, huh?
I'm gonna use my destiny point.
That's fair.
Okay. All right, go for it then. I'll allow that.
So let's just do that. Just intimidation.
And the destiny point just gets
13.
roll. 13.
It's not a natural one!
Let me just check the DC on the ogre's
Brain.
own one. No, they have a DC set by their charisma.
Ah, probably lower than
Wow.
13.
While an ogre may be intimidating, they are also easily intimidated.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? Like they will immediately serve any giant that they see. Isn't that their thing or something like that?
Yeah, they're all bark, no bite.
Yeah. They're bullies.
The
Being the
ogre
bulldog, bark no bite.
leader, however, the ogre leader does also have
True.
additional stuff.
Yeah, he's big. I'm assuming.
They're harder to. They've kind of got the backing of their entire biker, so it's harder to intimidate them. So unfortunately, that doesn't look to have. It looks to have given them pause. Like he's gonna stop and kind of accept this. He also kind of has this kind of furrowed brow, staring at the ogre, confused by this kind of strange ogre never been seen before. While that's happening, Zormir, you're able to get your message off over to the professor. You kind of, the rest of the party kind of watch the biker's leader kind of glance a little bit to the left, just hearing the slight kind of arcane magic, but doesn't seem to want to take his eyes off the ogre himself. Professor, you hear a kind of whispered message in your ear, since it is arcane rather than psionic. Of Zormir, go ahead and with your message.
What did that giant say to us?
Professor, you would be aware that the ogre leader was effectively demanding, who are you, what are you doing on our turf, state your purpose. And then his follow-up message of, answer me now or else.
You'd hear back, he wants the ogre illusion to answer his questions. Why are they on his turf?
It's verbal, not psychic, so it would be your robot voice.
Yeah.
Ah. He wants the ogre, the same but in the professor voice.
Yeah. Easier.
He wants the ogre to answer their questions. Why are they on their turf? Why did they not answer? I do have a play, but it would mean utilizing the last of my reserve energy.
Unless you're...
Is this thing on? Oh shit.
Because it's only, what, 25 words or something?
25 words usually, yeah.
Oh shit. Is
Or
this
it
thing
could
on?
be a...
Oh dear. I'm talking to myself now, aren't I? Here I am, stood on the shoulder of a statue, talking to myself. Oh shit, he's talking again. The ogre leader is talking again.
But what is the rest of the party doing anything? The ogre leader seems to be kind of staring down your illusion ogre.
Alvina is just readied action for basically raised weapon, or do they have weapons drawn at the moment?
They do not. They actually don't seem to be wearing or wielding any weapons other than the chains around them.
Okay. Indication of violence, singularity slash in all of them. Because I can actually catch everything in the entire corridor in front of me. So, assassin, move. if that happens.
No, that's fair, and that will be determined by initiative order
Yep.
if it's called. Okay, but you're ready to do that.
Yep.
And you're effectively waiting until assassin's kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
Assuming assassin beats you in initiative.
Oh no!
Albina's gonna do it very quickly, and she's gonna really hope that assassin's out of the way. Actually, she can. Albina's gonna step up. Can she do that? Just step up to basically the side of the ogre so she can miss assassin. Essentially, she'll just do that, and then bam.
Yeah, you can. And in fact, the ogre actually. This was when I was going to start him. The ogre kind of looking behind him at Lugrim and yourself, and he's gonna call out. What about those two? Again in giant, but you know, I guess the professor can potentially break his stealth to message back, or you guys kind of get the idea of the ogre leader kind of just pointing at Alvina and Lu and kind of taking that step forward of the rough vibe of what he's doing.
Alvina's just gonna bellow out, ignore me and that one, and just bellow it herself. In common.
This takes the ogre a bit more kind of defensive as he starts to kind of clutch at his chain, and he does speak a tiny bit of common.
Chris, at Alvina doing this, might I use my bonus action to shift my final third level slot into points, and then shift those points into a second level slot, and cast Prismatic Force and make it seem like the ogre ahead of him catches fire and sort of rages? Essentially, I'm casting Prismatic Force on the ogre leader to make this seem like a less good option. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, I'll allow that. No, that's fine. You've had the kind of time while waiting for this to use your bonus actions.
Fully aware Alvina's ramping up to something, so as soon as she shouts, I'm like, yep, no choice. Last of my magic kind of thing.
As soon as
no counterspelling happening here.
As soon as Fuck You sees the leader grab the chain, he's going to cast Heat Metal on it.
Ooh. And the ogre's just caught fire as well.
Oh, that works. That works. Yes. So the ogre illusion's fists catch fire, like it's
Natsu from Fairy Tail.
I was thinking more like Fire Leader Ozai.
That's honestly basically the same. That's basically the same.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my knowledge of anime is limited. I'll trust your judgment on that. Yeah, so essentially the ogre illusion looks like it sort of rages and catches its fists catch fire kind of thing. Trying to make it look even more threatening.
Okay, so am I doing any saves or anything for the prismatic force?
Sorry, phantasmal force.
For phantasmal force? Or is that just flavoring the ogre illusion?
I mean, it's up to you. It would be an intelligence saving throw from the ogre.
Oh, 1 second, let me just do it.
Ogres known for their intelligence.
don't know how intelligent they are, but it'd be against a DC 18. So
I don't know if
they've got a -2.
Okay.
They won't be able.
yeah, so I don't think they can physically pass, but they might. If it makes it beats and all that.
yeah, they're basically trying to make it look big and look beefy and look like a mage and look like a deterrent kind of thing, you know?
Scary.
Because ogre mages, of course, are a thing.
They used to be Oni.
Well, they still aren't.
Now, technically, you can have ogres. Oni are like a different species in like standard D&D, at least. They're a different.
They have a -3 in.
Oh God!
intelligence.
I'm smarter than something.
They can't make it.
Alvina's smarter than something.
They literally did not. Even with a nat 20, they could not make it.
Down.
Alvina's officially smarter than something, guys. It's happened.
Right, so I'm going to deal an extra bit of damage to him on top of the chain metal, since you're effectively damaging with the illusion of there is fire. I believe it's a D6 psychic he gets.
It would be a D6, but only if it sort of interacts. It's phantasm created to appear as a creature can attack the target. A phantasm created to appear as fire, pool of acid, lava can burn the target. Each round on your turn, Phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic to the target if it is in the Phantasm's area or within 5 feet of the Phantasm, provided the illusion is of a creature or hazard that could logically deal damage, such as by attacking. So if you want to rule that the Phantasm looks like it's casting heat metal, you could, of course, do an extra d6 psychic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to add it on to the fact that there's literally fire, and this kind of reinforces that, as that's what the illusion is attempting to kind of portray to them.
Nice.
For heat metal, the ogre leader is going to try and do a con save to hold on to his chains.
He likes his
I mean,
chains.
if it's wrapped around him at the moment.
It's fair. He can it's only wrapped around like kind of like a band,
Right.
or like a sheath, so you can still kind of throw it off. But
So
he's
it's not literally
going
wrapped
to
around
just
him.
take it.
I was
Fucking
imagining
skin.
like the Kratos ones, but not attached to him. That's what I've been imagining.
A 20 to actually keep the chain. He is going to take the brunt of that.
No, I think it's if he makes it, he.
He doesn't have to drop it.
He doesn't have to
That's
drop
what I
it.
mean by he's gonna take it. He's not gonna try and like throw it off him or anything. He is gonna keep it on his person. He does not want to lose his chain.
He likes his chains. I get that. That's actually better. That's better for us, honestly.
Yeah, he's basically being stubborn.
Yeah.
And also kind of a show of leadership of he's not like bowing down to the damage.
Yeah.
So go ahead
The
and
alpha ogre.
roll
I
your
like this guy.
2d8.
It
Unless you're casting a higher
He
level.
got 5. It was 5.
it was 5. It rolled when I cast it.
Alright, 5. He doesn't have anything against damage or anything. And go ahead and roll your extra psychic. He takes 2 more.
Nice.
That's to GM, so I'll turn that off.
I have that set to toggle. Like I can do it per roll.
Yes, so is mine, but
Oh, you actually just had it.
it was set from last week to GM because it was whispering a lot.
Let's do that.
But he takes that damage and. Ooh, what is he's got kind of stuck between hard place. You know, he's got his pride, he's got the entire biker gang behind him. Can't exactly bow down. He's clearly being attacked here from the ogre and whatever Alvina just did. You know, is he gonna take this? I don't think he does. I don't think he can.
Yeah, it's like
Not with their furious tempers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna set the biker leader off, as he is going to grab the flaming heated chain now
Yeah.
Or I guess just the glowing heated chain. It's not like it's actually on fire. He is going to, while still holding it, and you can see a little bit of like steam coming from his flesh as he's gripping the chain. It's gonna kind of pull it down. It smashes into the ground at his feet, and you can see on the kind of hammer-like head of this chain is the kind of metal carved face of an ogre.
I like this.
And he is going to kind of pull up, swing it once around his head, and fling it towards. And this will either be Alvina or the ogre itself. You know what?
Yeah,
In this new world, ogres not only are furious, they are racist as hell.
It's the trigger of him like slamming it into the ground will have Alvina doing the. She's had both her swords drawn the whole time.
Yeah, that's fair. So as he's kind of picking it up to swing, let's go ahead and trigger the reactions. Alvina, as you've already stepped up from essentially the previous couple seconds, you're able to just slash down now.
Boom! It hits everything in that area because it's a 90-foot cone. So it's a BAM! That whole section. So I think it might even hit that guy that's slightly around the corner.
Quite possibly.
Oh, not quite. It just misses those two. It's those two at the back, I think, that it misses. And it misses the ones at the back row. So
The four at the back, yeah.
that one, that one, and these two.
And the two at the corner, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I get 9 of them.
Yep.
I'm going to do the 8 at the back first, and I'll do the leader in a second. This is a DC 20.
DC 20 strength save, yep.
Hot damn, I forgot how high I made
Yeah,
it.
you made it legendary weapons. It's got a beastly save.
They have the potential. They have a +4, so if they get a 16 or higher, they remain standing.
Yep.
At least one
guy!
And it's going to be this one right behind the leader.
Yeah.
It's the only reason.
Second in command.
Yeah, he's the lieutenant. Lieutenant Ogre.
Let's just shut them down. Lieutenant Ogre. And
he's the vice president.
Leader actually has a vantage on this from unrelenting strength.
Yeah.
And is got an extra. It's got +6 to this.
Damn.
For a 17, does not make it as the leader 2 goes down.
I'm guessing I can do something whilst this all happens too.
Depends if you, Alvina had already kind of ready to be able to do this. What did you have in mind?
Oh yeah, mine would require movement because I was gonna put Gregor out there, do his thing, and cast lightning.
Then that would just be your first turn on the actual initiative.
Yeah.
As I think it's sure the ogres who aren't just like slammed down to the ground, like this one ogre behind the leader who seemed to have, with the leader just dropping, is just standing there looking directly at Alvina and the ogre. I think that's going to call for initiative, as with their furious tempers and racism, the ogres are not going to stand for this.
Yep.
It's time for a good old-fashioned biker gang war.
Let's punch some fucking ogres!
Hell yeah!
Yeah!
So I'm just going to throw an ogre over here just so I can add it to it.
Hell yes! Advantage finally paying off for the first time.
Oh, they have a -1 to their initiative. Oh,
Hey, like
five.
me!
They're clumsy. They're big, strong, and actually pretty fast, if memory serves. Well, they are in Warhammer. But
So
they're
far,
clumsy.
Gwent's going first.
Dex is my dump stat.
Yeah. I have no dump stats. I don't know what you mean. Every one of my stats is perfectly intended to be that.
It's the
Yes.
only negative I have, and then everything else is 12 or above.
Same, actually. Above my charisma. My charisma's 10.
Intended, wasn't it, Jamie?
So all of the point stats are either 14 or 17.
What? What the hell
lowest
did
is
you
14.
roll?
To be honest, I got a lot of good stats as well. I got a 16.
I think it was a 13, 3 14s, a 15 and a 17, and then racial bonuses.
That's cool. I rolled mine in front of Chris, and yeah, I rolled 1-8, and the rest were like even numbers. Like I got 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20 on my sheet.
I got
right
perfect.
Here, and
I got perfect barbarian stats.
Oh,
I got
man.
15, 16, 17, 7,
Lovely.
12, 10. No, 7 to 12, 7 to 11, 10. And racial bonus make up my wisdom. So I got great stats. I love them. Dumb as a rock. Hey, Gwent.
All right, I believe that's everyone on initiative. God, this initiative is so long.
Yeah, there's a lot of us.
All right, as it's pretty fair, this biker gang is they are ogres. The party is well aware of the temper and ferocity of the roger.
Roger.
It's
a ninja roger.
Are going to kind of take their chain off them and start kind of just like still bundled around one arm. We're gonna just kind of start swinging the little bit of the chain next to the head, just kind of around next to their person as they're kind of like taking a step forward, kind of menacingly just getting the chains ready to go. As
You
fuck
need
you.
to reorganize it again because Assassin just rolled a 6.
I just add them to initiative.
Oh, it's because I got 2 points, right? I counted 8 and was confused as to.
I got the 8.
The point. What did you roll?
That was quite high.
I rolled
17.
17. I actually remember to
forget about
collect
the
my
13.
token this time.
Yeah.
I know. Apparently, I had a couple initiatives on there. I didn't actually realize. But I'd cleared it.
Oh, they were cleared on our end. It was hidden from us.
Yeah.
Fair. They'll be custom from a different screen. Fuck
Yeah.
you are first up in the initiative.
No, I'm not.
As
Gwent is.
Gwent is.
Squint.
Fuck
He's
you.
got 19.
Fuck you's 4th initiative. We actually got good rolls for once.
I have Gwent as 19 for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
you's
I'm-
14.
I've got 14.
What, 14.16?
I have 2 fuck yous as well.
14.16.
God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Why do I keep counting 8 multiple times when there's more than 8? What is wrong with me? Gwent, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to burst out of hiding, or rather sheepishly step out of hiding, move up to Lou, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame the one guy that's still standing.
Still just not like slumped prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame. What am I making? A dex save?
Yes.
Second, let's actually roll that. 11.
Yep. Takes the... Oh, actually 11 Sacred damage as well.
Oh,
Takes it. You just see him like hopping about with the chain, just.
light fire as well.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, because I used all my movement to get over there for once. Like, yeah,
All right.
Okay.
Alvina, you have managed to prone half of the biker squad.
Alvina's gonna do what Alvina does best. She's gonna bellow in rage and charge the standing guy who's closest.
Huzzah.
For player notes, Assassin is planning on creating a bottleneck with Hunger of Hadar, so that means they can't come in without passing through it. So they'll at least take some damage.
Never
Remember that's a thing that I'll be doing at the end of the round, basically. So don't get caught in that, folks.
Hey,
Also, the annoying fact-
assassin, I'm all the way back here.
The
so
annoying
we're all
fact, by
good.
the way, which is actually technically good for this as well, Alvina can't actually get to the ogre biker. He's 5 feet out of his movement range.
Oh.
Go for the leader then.
Yes, he's gonna go for the leader and try and hack his fucking head off. You'll
And
take
I'm
40.
ranged, so
They've only
it's
taken
fine.
46 damage, so I'll take that.
46 plus my 5 damage as well.
Oh yeah, he's taking even more this one. So,
Did you roll the psychic damage as well, James?
They
did.
got 2.
so he's taking a little over 50.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I've taken about 50 odd points of damage so
Yep.
far.
So Alvina's gonna recklessly attack, obviously, because she doesn't know how
I
to
mean,
knock.
he's prone, isn't he?
She's gonna do it
yeah,
anyway.
Okay.
It seems in character for her to just reckless constantly, so...
Plus, we all know they're probably not going to survive to get attacked anyway. Ogre's just going to immediately die.
That's a 26 to hit,
That hits.
with 28 damage.
28 damage.
Second,
Jesus.
Applying damage to all of the downed ogres, apart from the leader, are bloodied.
Yay.
The leader is not yet. How much damage?
28.
28. They are still alive.
Okay, she's gonna do a second attack. 20 to hit with 16 damage.
They take it. They are still alive.
Okay. And since she raged, she can't do her third attack. So that's Alvina.
All right.
You're gonna
Is
bam,
not
bam,
done.
bam, bam.
Till the end of Alvina's next turn. So this will be the end of your next turn.
Yep.
Since you did this before your turn.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm gonna keep them with the status effect just because they're still prone until their turn. To remind me, but the point, it is your turn.
Okay, the point will, as dramatically as possible without doing any actual spells, emerge from his hiding place and step forwards to about there.
All right.
And he will... Obviously, tattoo's still glowing, I assume.
Yes, and you can still hear the melody, the sorrowful, mournful melody at the back of your head.
Okay, in which case, he will...
Could
He
you not
will
have, like,
yell
minor illusions, some smoke or mist as you
I
appeared?
could, but that would take my action, and I have other plans for
Ah,
that.
okay, fair enough.
So he will yell at the bikers, "Turn back now! This place is protected. Or prepare to face the wrath of the One." And up to you, Chris, if I can do this. Can I cast Catapult on the illusory card?
Ooh.
Yes, I'll
Oh, fire the ogre cannon!
Fire the ogre!
But can I fire that straight down 90 feet?
Oh, doesn't the card say on it if it moves?
If it moves, the ogre disappears.
Yeah.
So the point. So I was going to check if I could do this first.
Okay.
So I will say, "Begone, foul beast," and allow this ogre to disappear at my word.
Oh, that's cool.
As I fire the card at whoever it hits first.
The card still looks to the ogre
Okay.
biker leader like it's on fire, though.
The flaming card!
By me.
Would you like to launch it at the one still standing up? Or at the ogre leader themselves? Who is still prone and would have disadvantage attacking for any ranged attacks.
At the one still standing up. I
Right,
trust
go ahead
the.
and do your catapult attack.
It must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's catapult dex save.
This is
It's a
really
dex
cool.
save.
I use catapult more often, holy shit!
And I'm
that's a
charging it at
15.
third level. 15. Okay,
15 to make it.
Oh.
it does make it.
Aw.
Cheers. I feel safe.
Any half
But they
damage?
still take
Okay.
damage, right?
On a successful save, it just hits the next person behind them.
Oh!
Well, they also have to make a dex save and so on. But it only goes 90 feet, so it would go.
I overshot the guy I
It's
meant
a
to hit,
ballista.
but
Sounds about here.
it's fine, I got the guy behind him.
So there's just the one guy. One guy left.
The standing
And he
ogre
fails.
fucking jumps out of the way as his card whizzes through the air, and it just
one.
like plunges into the guy behind.
Yep.
Donk!
Roll for damage.
Dodged a brick there.
Did you throw a fucking brick?
20
20
damage?
bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
How is it that high?
It's level 3
I,
spell.
I cast it at third level. I only have third
Oh.
level spell slots left.
Oh yeah, you don't.
He doesn't have fireball.
health left. How do you fucking kill the
Oh,
ogre
God.
behind you?
Slice through the jump.
I want this gambit style, this card to just slice through its neck so quickly you don't see the card. Just the neck is severed.
Oh, you're gonna sort of like gambit him.
I was thinking like
And the-
Alhambra from Helsing. He's got the cards like sliced through buildings. It's like that.
Yeah.
And the
So not
screen.
only does an
and the s-
ogre vanish from in front, but an ogre in the middle of their group just fucking dies.
can just mournful
Because
music
it's mass
play.
confusion.
Mournful music plays and the screen goes white except for the black outline of an ogre whose neck shifts slightly on an
His head
angle
falls up.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Samurai movie.
Oh, the point. Give me an intimidation check.
The point is not good
Let's
intimidation.
see if you can break their morale.
Yeah, but you're a bard. You've just got charisma.
Natural one!
Hey!
Oh.
The point is very not
I'm going to spend
intimidating.
a fate to fix this. I'm spending a fate.
Okay.
6!
Natural 2!
Natural 2!
The point,
Not
you are
only-
too
The
nice.
dice
Not
say
wasting a paper
no.
on mine.
Not only does this not break morale,
Galvanizes them.
this rallies the other bikers as you have killed one of their own.
This
Oh,
rallies,
no.
this galvanizes their resolve.
You
As the
know,
other bikers begin to
Oh,
pick
man.
themselves up, the effect of the
Graphic.
sword being undone now, you can see all their eyes turn in rage. You can see the fire behind each of them. Their pride has been galvanized. They are now enraged. Point, is that your turn?
the
The
bard,
point, just at the end of his turn, will just say, "Oh no."
the bard, doing what they're good at, rallying the people.
That is the point.
Fuck you,
Sir.
now it's your turn.
Okay. Is the ogre biker leader still holding onto his chain?
Yes.
Okay then. Bonus action. I'm going to heat metal it again because it's a concentration, and I can just keep doing that over and over.
Yep. It
Do you
smells
have to
awesome.
repeat the con save to keep a hold of it, or is that just a one-time thing?
I think it's
As
just a
long
one.
as long as Ben concentrates, I think.
Oh, no, it was more about when he takes the damage, does he potentially have to drop it? But
Yeah, I think he does because mostly you cast it on armor, which means
Yeah.
there's no point. But I think if it's a weapon, it does.
Yeah. So if a creature's holding or wearing the object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a concentration throw or drop the object if it can.
Yeah.
So yep. So
Yeah.
you taking the damage for nice 12 points of fire
Nice.
damage, and it would need to make a con save.
ooh, a 15.
15. That fails my con save, so it drops it.
All right, he drops one of his 2 chains, or at least
Oh,
releases
okay.
it.
Ha, two
Yeah, the
chains.
biker leader had 2.
Yeah.
The ogres have one. The other ogres have 1.
Fair enough. So now he's technically not got his chain to hand, or has he got one in each hand?
I assume he's
He hasn't taken off the other one yet, so he's just dropped the one that he had prepared.
Okay. So he's technically unarmed. at the moment.
It's his
Uh,
favoured chain. You've already made him drop his favourite one.
So in that case, I am going to run up 20 foot.
Are you gonna nick it?
No,
Ah,
20 feet.
I don't think I've got the strength to steal it.
probably.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah, I'll
My
steal you one
strength
after.
is
I'll,
9.
I'll steal you one after. I put 21. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll steal you one after.
So I'm gonna slash at him or stab at him with my rapier.
Yeah,
All right, you have that because he's prone.
and also because Alvina.
And also
And
because
also,
of Alvina.
don't you have
Press
mage
your
hands, Ben?
You can't attack
And
with
it's a
mage hand.
crit!
You can't attack with mage hand.
Oh,
Crit!
shit.
No, but to take the chain. Damn.
Yeah, it can only carry up to 10 pounds,
It's probably
change
about,
it.
Okay.
probably about.
and that's 10 piercing damage to it.
No.
The ogre leader kind of looks up to you as you're running up to him, stares you dead in the eye. You can see his eyes also inflamed. He looks at you and goes, "You die now. I
Okay.
crush you."
And
Whoops.
as fuck you runs up, he's just gonna shout, "Fuck you!" and stab him in the eye.
There's 9 health left.
Yes!
Ah.
Wow.
Hell yeah, fuck you!
How do you end the ogre biker leader?
So as he's staring "fuck you" in the eye, he just shouts "fuck you" and stabs him in the eye, and the rapier goes through his skull, back of his skull.
You did like 100 damage to that poor bastard in one round. It's like an ambush.
I mean, it was literally an ambush.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna move his 10 foot back.
He has 118 health.
Yeah, 119 damage in like the first 4 initiatives. Holy shit.
You did 119. You have 9 hit points left to the 10 damage. All right. Fuku, also give me an intimidation check as you killed their leader. This time with advantage,
Advantage. All right.
Come on, fuck you.
since you did kill their leader,
Kill the
which
leader.
has a pretty good effect of breaking a company's morale.
This removes the galvanization that the point
And
did.
if it's good enough,
28!
we could.
That's a 28.
Wow, damn.
As all the ogres who are on the ground look up, all the ones who are still standing, kind of trying to get ready to attack, all look at you as the ogre biker leader just gives their last breath and slumps to the ground. And they all just kind of stare. The atmosphere goes
Yeah.
quiet. They
So
all look at
as-
each other.
As Fuck You's backing up, he's just like doing the double middle fingers. Backing up.
Boom!
Suka style.
Yeah.
Alvina's still
Uh,
growling.
Clearly, the biker ogres have not only just been galvanized, they've also just lost their steam. They're all questioning if they should continue this with their leader dead. The professor, it's your turn though before they get a chance to do anything.
Rout them! Completely rout them! Fireball!
I'm gonna completely route them, but I'm probably gonna have to use my my destiny to do what I'm gonna do.
Have you got a grenade?
I'm
So
basically
then the
I want
professor.
the Hydra to come to here, but I want to end up jumping across to here, so I'm guessing I need to use destiny to go there and jump over to the other side of Alvina. Because I mean, it wouldn't use all the movement to get Gregor to here.
Sorry, say that again.
I'm trying to get Gregor to here, and then be on that side of Alvina.
Okay.
Would that take
Just
more
jump.
than the movement? Or would I have?
No, that should be
Well,
fine.
Well, because you're halfway up a wall.
it's more I'm going to put Gregor here and have him attack, and then I'm going to go here myself.
No,
Would
that's
that?
fine.
You just jump.
But you know, if you want to use a destiny point,
Hey, you're on the Hydra's back. You haven't used any of your movement. You've used the Hydra, right?
Yeah,
Basically-
technically he uses some of his movement because the Hydra counts as like a moving object, like a broom.
That's why
Ah,
I was
fair.
saying use my
Okay.
destiny to allow me to do the
Yeah,
fancy
I'm
roll
fine
up.
if you just kind of like it's only an extra 10 feet of just moving around them.
All right. Well, Gregor's going to use his breath, and I'm going to just. Where is it? Give me my spells. Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!
All right, what is that? A 10 foot line?
It's a 5-foot
5 foot
line.
line.
100 feet.
Who would you like to put that through? Oh wow, okay.
Very
Let's see
nice.
how many we can get in one. Okay, I'm just gonna assume we can get 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna say
It's
5.
4.
It's
I'm just gonna. I'm even gonna give you one on the right for the free.
Okay.
I'll take a nice diagonal.
Dex saves. Yeah, exactly. These are all -1. They have to get 17 or higher.
also,
One of
And
them.
one does.
wait, a lot of them are still prone, so when you get disadvantage against dex saves, isn't that a thing for prone?
Is that?
I think that's a thing for prone.
It only really matters on that this last
Yeah.
guy. 1, 2, 3. He is prone. I'm just gonna roll again. A 14 this time,
Yeah.
so they all fail.
All right. So they all take 28 lightning damage. And
No, disadvantage against dex save isn't.
Isn't that a thing? I thought that was a thing on prone. Fair enough. I think I've got.
I actually don't think it matters if you're doing 28 damage.
mhm.
They have 13 health left.
Hey! Nice.
It doesn't matter if they fail or succeed. As your lightning just courses through them, and you just well, describe to me what happens to this line of ogres.
It fires out as Armir, and then the lightning just travels through all their chains, just jumping from one ogre to the next.
Ooh, nice. The twisted steel becoming a conductive material. Alrighty then. Is that Zormir for now?
Gregor was going to use this acid breath.
Yes, but he'll have to wait until the support round, so I'm gonna let the professor go first.
Right.
The professor, it's your turn.
Oh, I've just realised something. Those two at the back,
Killed
I
a
think,
bunch
might be
of them.
still alive.
Yeah, you have killed a bunch of them, but I want some of those bites.
Those
And
two didn't
also
get
the-
gravity weld.
And also the bodies. Could I?
Oh, no, he didn't.
oh,
Yeah, those two might be
Yeah,
alive
okay,
still. Like,
Can
fucked
I-
up, but...
15, 20, 25, 30. Leaping forward in front of Abigail. Point the Wand of Wonder at that dude there. And unleash hell.
You're gonna heal
Please.
him.
I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. 43.
Fireball yourself.
43 is a lightning bolt.
You son of a bitch.
I'm
a
so
lightning
sorry.
bolt.
I know, I
Lightning-
am so sorry.
Wait a
I am
minute.
From
so
you.
sorry. Yeah.
You miss him! You bastard! You just hit
I'm
us!
so sorry.
You just
no
hit
one
me!
has hit for
You
Alvina.
hit me! And nobody else!
Wait, actually, you just hit me.
It would hit Zormir.
Oh, you just hit me. Thank fuck. Oh, it's the person with the worst decks, I've just realised.
Thank fuck, it's just Zormir you hit.
So Zormir and Ogre Biker make a deck save.
No, the Ogre Bike is out of range.
Yeah, he's out
He's
of range.
100 feet, he's
Yeah, it's just
150 feet away,
Zormir
you just
you
hit
hit.
Zolmir and
You're
nobody
just
else.
hitting me.
But the Wand of Wonder does say choose a target within 120 feet of you.
Yeah, but still, it's the lightning bolt.
The guy's past 120 feet.
He's 120
No, but
feet.
I ran
With the
I ran
origin.
forward. That's why I'm.
Yeah, he's
Don't say
120 feet.
100 line.
But
Destiny point inside the origin of the lightning's there.
yeah, the problem.
A roll of cool. Roll of cool.
That's maybe actually. That's cool.
The origin of the lightning's where?
On the Ogre Biker, not on the Professor. Or
Interesting.
the wand.
If he spends his destiny.
Because the Wonder
I'm
Wonder
not
is
spending.
it's a weird one.
I'm not spending my fucking destiny point.
Goodbye, Zomir. You're gonna take a
Oh,
lightning
you're
bolt.
gonna hit me.
Well, I'm hitting you then.
Oh,
And you're
goddamn, you're
winning.
gonna
That's
die
gonna
next.
kill-
You're dying next.
The Professor is going. It's been nice knowing you,
Blame-
Professor.
Blame Lugrin. He's the
Why?
one who
Let's
gave
say
me
the effect
the
was
wand.
cast the spell from the wall. The wand.
You asked
Yeah.
for it. I
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah.
I'll
Its
trade
range
it.
becomes 120 feet if it isn't already.
Oh, thank God. It at least hit the Ogre Biker as well.
It does actually hit the Ogre Biker. It extends the range if it's less than 120.
That's good to know then.
Where was that? I didn't read that.
The effect causes you to cast a spell from the wall.
Oh, yes, yes!
Mm.
Hooray!
If the spell
So it
normally
does
has
hit
a
the
range
biker.
expressed in feet, its range becomes 120 feet if it isn't already.
That's really
If
cool.
the effect covers an area, you must center the spell on and include the target.
Yeah,
So
I
the
just
G-
have it
the-
open to the effects.
Also known as
If
the person who
effect-
wrote that spell, that item, realized what could happen, and
Yes.
If an
Realize
effect
this
has
exact.
multiple possible subjects, the DM randomly determines which ones are affected. If you ever cast a spell that targets multiple people or can multiple people, I get to roll randomly.
oh fuck yes.
Uh,
I want haste to
okay.
be in there.
hmm.
Everyone just,
Unfortunately, Zorbir, I am going to need a dex check as a roll for damage.
Cool.
I'm gonna use my destiny to give me advantage on this.
I'll allow that. By which I mean that's actually
Oh,
just
wow!
you
A
destiny.
mighty five!
Destiny.
Fate hath decreed!
Wow.
You get fucked!
coming from behind you, from where allies are. You just aren't expecting this. This
it
betrayal,
all.
this inevitable betrayal.
I
Summon but
palm,
inevitable betrayal.
I palm Abigail the Wand of Wonder. and just point at her.
Just go,
Oh, that. Give me the wands, Abigail. No, bad. We should not shoot the doctor. I will take this.
We should
now.
not shoot the Professor, you know what's coming! You know what's coming!
I don't even-
Your turn.
I have no spell slots to even do things like absorb elements or anything either.
Yeah, I have no spell slots either. That's why I'm using my wand. Give me a break here. Oh, I could have told the dead.
This doesn't entrench the animosity between Zormir and the Professor.
No.
Well,
No.
definitely isn't helping your case.
Yeah, I know. I am so sorry. I had careful spell as well. I could. Oh, terrible. Terrible.
but-
I don't even have absorb element.
The Professor, is that your turn now?
That's my whole turn to rush
And
forward. and shoot
Gregor
my
gets
ally.
to go ahead and do his acid breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind what I'm doing here. Is it a dex or a con?
I believe it's Dex. Give me a second, I've got the Hydra sheet up.
It is dex.
Uh,
What's the range on Gregor's acid breath?
it is 30-foot line, 5 foot wide. So, that way, I guess?
Yeah.
So it just hits
Whoever
that
waits
guy.
on the
It hits
cat
that
can
guy.
look.
It only
Uh,
hits him because the only other
that
thing in
guy
range
fails.
is dead. Yeah.
Roll for damage.
Where's the
48. It's 48.
48?
Yep.
Alright.
I always have the sheet up for Susie, so.
Oh, and charges of that as well. Jesus.
18. Not bad.
It takes them. Hilariously, this ogre biker is actually still standing somehow.
He's
Really bad,
fucked up.
still standing. Lou Grim, you're just seeing your party just. You're seeing the tempo of these ogres getting fierce and angry and enraged, then getting like galvanated and really getting enraged. Then watching their leader die and go like, oh, maybe we should. Watching half their numbers get killed. Oh shit!
This is a party. This is a party about to have a long rest. We're burning everything we got.
I would like to try and either intimidate or persuade them to join us.
Bow!
Or
Kneel,
to
you
face
Sloki!
the serious consequences of the rest of their friends.
You just snip
Okay,
Loki.
they're looking like they are going to flee. So you have a
You
possibility.
know, we'll let them live if they pledge allegiance to us.
Yeah!
Right, you are recruiting a biker gang.
We're getting
Yes.
ogre
The
army!
intimidation check.
Lou Grim, you are going to have a cult of ogres, and we are going to be so happy.
I just
I thought my
this
Tulsa
will
rat people was cool.
this will entirely
let's not come
depend
up
on
for
my
me.
next action because
What?
I'm just next, which was this is gonna be incredible.
I like this.
Whatever
Like a fear
happens, it's gonna be great.
Of Lou succeeding this, and then you just kill the rest.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
It didn't come up for me, so I'll roll that again.
You roll in?
Is your roll 20? Yeah, it says it didn't pop up, so his thing might be bugging out.
Bugging out.
Would he
I'm
get
gonna
advantage?
use my destiny point.
No, would he get advantage
Yeah.
because... Look.
No, unfortunately, that's what's allowing him to make the check.
Oh,
He
okay.
would need to be a giant or a larger creature to have advantage.
Okay.
I don't have
Okay.
enlarged
They are definitely going to. They're
Oh,
definitely
Jesus.
going to
He
persuade.
just doesn't like us right now.
Destiny is just saying, no, this is what you're getting.
This is... Yeah, this is going... We don't
I
care.
should have 3 because I barely used mine. I'm
Unfortunately,
gonna use another one.
One destiny to re-roll.
Yeah.
You can't just keep
Alright.
spending
You
them. It's
can't
like the
re-roll
one-
a
you can't do
re-roll.
multiple.
Fair
Destiny
enough.
decided that these ogres would rather flee in terror than to submit to some creature that is smaller than them. They fear you, but not enough to follow you. Lou, as you kind of try and galvanate and try and intimidate them, all the ogre bikers are just like stepping back, kind of looking, eyeing up their bikes right now. Would you like to do anything else? Is that your turning bonus action or anything?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, unless you shoot him.
Then assassin is your turn.
Really
I
want
just
one of
like
them.
I just like to think that the little squid is gonna walk up and say, "Then die."
And just rip one in
Yeah,
half.
that's entirely what's about to happen.
Unbeknownst to all of them, your squid is just like on the ceiling above them.
I would like to set up like a little zombie, like I've been resurrected by the power of the party, and kind of make it like
Anime style. Music starts playing.
yeah, like I flip my leather collar up and I'm like, we're the undead gang. You're not welcome here.
Hashtag
Now
undead gang.
die. And like one finger gun as they cast Hunger of Hadar. That one spot that would be ideal. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Looks at Chris.
On all the bikes. Get all the bikes.
The
That's
Oh
fair.
yeah, I want
So-
it to be
Where's-
like
What's your range and what's the size?
It's a big size.
it's a big boy.
Yeah.
How far can you?
Because Hunger of Hadar is 150 feet range, and is a 20-foot sphere.
Like about
And
here.
it lasts for a minute as well.
Like about here,
Yeah,
maybe.
You can cut off the retreat easy.
That's the plan.
Cut off that direction. Can you get to like here? Oh wait.
I basically want to cover up enough space that if they don't die by the time they exit, they'll at least leave some bikes behind.
No, that's fair. Remind me, do they make a save when it first appears, or?
Right, so I believe they make a save at the beginning if they start in it, and then at the end, if they end in it, they take different types of damage. So I'll cast it just now.
Sure.
Yeah, like there probably be good. Like that's cause if it hits 3 of them and gets most of the bikes and cuts off the escape.
Yeah, it's a deck save at the beginning. Oh, no, wait. Oh, actually, no. at the start, any creature that starts in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. That's just flat. If they end their turn, they have to succeed in a dexterity saving throw, or it's 2d6 acid damage.
Cool.
So that's the vibe.
Just takes 2d6 cold damage.
Yeah.
So that's 7 cold damage.
And then if they fail at the end, they'll take 11 acid.
Well, I'm
But I
pretty sure
think
they're not sticking around.
It's a all or nothing though. Like if they save the deck save, they don't take any acid.
Alright, so these guys are going to take 7 from just starting. Oh, is that your turn?
Yeah, I pretty much just want to be looking like a horrible little squid man, like I've been resurrected as a horrible little creature in service of the party.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Let's give them a wisdom save here to see if they can actually get on their bikes while in the darkness. And it's going to be the 3 that are essentially starting in here, or if they're just going to literally fucking run.
We didn't have the lights on.
It's a rock bike. It doesn't have electric lights.
We established they have little lamps on the front with fireflies.
Nice.
Alright, what's your spell save, CF? 14?
Yeah, and it's also difficult terrain.
That's fine. So one of them has the presence of mind to actually get on their bike, turns around and hightail it out of here as you hear a bit of rumbling down the corridor.
Ah, dang, one bike gone.
The other 2 are fumbling around and knocking over things and are just going to start legging it.
That's fair. That's reasonable.
So this guy's already
there's like
rumbling
5
away.
bikes that don't have any riders anyway.
Yeah, right. And 2 of them are just going to start legging it out, just screaming from the darkness.
Also, for as I can hear them running away, I want to yell at them, come back here and you'll wish you had died here.
And we're gonna have the other ones who didn't start in the darkness. Look at the darkness. Look down the other path.
Incoming Drax.
And are going to start, just get on their bikes and are gonna just continue down wherever this path may take them.
How fast are the bikes moving?
They're gonna end up in the purple worms.
And they have to go through the Oni camp first, remember?
Yeah, but
Not our problem.
It's Drax's problem.
Yeah.
Maybe he can come back with
going
it!
through the Oni.
Hang on, they're heading towards the big pit first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Let's
There's
chase
another
him
big-
down!
Just chase the rest of them.
If nothing else gets him to surrender and join our party as our minions.
But with that, with the ogres either biking down one of the 2 corridors or the 2 guys who are just running, we can pretty much come out of initiative there.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spend a channel divinity and hit Zormir with 20 health.
Yeah, he kind of needs it.
Oh, I thought you were going to injure him.
And hit Zormir with another lightning bolt!
Okay, Lou wants to lead
One off a full max.
the biker leader.
Yeah, Alvina's definitely.
Wonder 5?
Yeah,
What
it's,
you do?
I cast slow on the biker.
2 of you, probably Alvina and Lou, give me investigation checks for loot.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this to generally be the kind of what kind of damage or repair their items are in that you can actually kind of find.
Ooh, investigation. Alvina's
Oh,
real
fuck
good.
me.
I'll do the investigation.
Do you require
Okay.
assistance?
I will
help.
re-roll that investigation if I can, Chris.
Do
Yeah.
you
If
require
you're using a
assistance?
destiny point, sure.
I would like to as well.
You sure you don't want the one with +7 in help with investigation?
Or the one with plus 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was looting it.
Oh, gosh.
regardless
Fate
of the
hath
lead-
decreed!
Yes!
There we go! Nice
Hey.
one, Lou! You find some shit.
You find some stuff. You find another wand of wonder.
No! No!
Hey, how does this thing work? Oh no. Sorry.
How does this thing
Oh,
work?
sorry,
Bang!
okay. Shoot.
Do any
Well,
of the
because I
ogre
have wild
bikers have
magic
leather
swords
jackets?
and tides of chaos.
Yes, they all have leather jackets.
I would like to take a leather jacket to get the rats to make it into an assassin-sized leather jacket.
Yeah!
That's fair. They have sewing proficiency.
That's what I was just thinking.
No, it works.
You made 2 actually. You could probably make another for someone else as well. So.
As
No, the leather trench coat, like.
Oh
fucking-
yeah!
fucking
Come on, in,
Matrix
trench
style.
coat!
That's
For
like-
your 2 other kobold friends that you're going to find.
Four
You've got
of
your
the
squid
ogres.
boy as
the
well.
4 remaining bikers were all hit by lightning and are slightly scorched.
Now let's do the ineffable one here.
Alvina finds nothing.
But more importantly, you, even with the lightning kind of coursing through the chain, all of the items are in incredibly good conditions. The lightning doesn't seem to have done any damage to the chains. So you get all 6 of the remaining ones, 4 from the bikers, 2 from the biker leader.
Yeah.
As you get 6 never before used in this encounter. Because their first turn was to run away. 6
Yeah.
ogre chains.
Hit them too hard.
Which the ogre chain is an item you've previously come across and used for the one shot, and it is in D&D Beyond for those interested in what it does. It's a thick steel chain with a slight twisted kind of property to it from the shimmer of the twisted silver. The head of which is shaped in the face of an ogre. It becomes quickly apparent that the chain is sentient and has an aggressive personality. It is able to hover by itself, however the chain has a difficult personality and will only take commands if spoken in Giant. First time a creature gives the chain an instruction, they must make a DC 13 Charisma, Persuasion, or Intimidation check, or else the chain ignores the command. Goliaths have advantage on this check. The chain cannot attack by itself. It can be used as a reach weapon for a range of 30 feet, or a thrown weapon for a range of 120 feet, and deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage on impact.
As the only one who can speak giant, may I have one of those, please?
Oh, definitely.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank,
We've got
thank
plenty.
Because for just such an occasion where I run out of spells and don't want to lightning bolt my party members, please.
Yes. Speaking of which,
I just don't fancy it.
You're gonna get
Speaking
a
of
gun
which-
pulled on you.
Thank you for the chain.
Yeah, no worries.
swings round. What the actual fuck was that?
I believe the classic term is an invasion of bikers, but many prefer
No.
a biker gang.
You!
Me? I am the professor, designated the professor.
You lightning bolted me.
No,
What?
I lightning bolted one of the ogres.
You
You
hit.
just happened to be in the way. For which I apologize that you were in the way. You should not
Right.
be in the way.
Points the gun right at your face and says, "That happens ever again. Alvina will gain that arm a lot quicker than you dying to something else."
Alvina just like while she's rummaging through like various bits and of like the bikes and stuff, just thumbs up behind her.
Very well, Dr. Zormir. I assure you, you will not be hit by lightning, by me, again. This I
I
promise.
better not be hit by any of your damn spells again, or you will find yourself on the arse end of this gun.
You also find a letter inside the biker leader, addressed to Big Grunt, who you can only assume is the name of the biker leader you didn't get a chance to meet.
We met him.
Poor Big Grunt. Just immediately died.
Is that a misspelling or is that deliberate?
We made a barbarian hello. Okay.
Misspelling Big Grunt from the Oni King. I think that's spelled correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grunt is like.
Yeah, it spells grunt, but I was wondering if you substituted the word.
God damn it.
But it's a letter from
Oh,
Oni
is
King.
that the same Grant? Got it. Is it the same Grant?
Yes.
Oh right. I thought I was good. My brain went a different direction. Apologies.
It
Yes,
is the
my
letter from
brain is
the
where your brain is, Wolfie.
Okay.
only thing that is written in Giant, but you can potentially have the professor translate if the professor is willing to
yeah.
translate. If the professor is willing to translate accurately. Although actually, doesn't someone have eyes with the Runekeeper?
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
Shit.
Maybe I
gonna-
do.
Then you can also
Caleb.
verify
What
and
does
read
that
it
mean?
yourself to know if the professor is lying.
Yes.
But then the second question of, are
Is
you
that-
willing to truthfully tell the party what it says?
If it's useful, if the lie isn't funny, yes.
All right, are you gonna wait until like the professor just like hovering over his shoulder to read like tells them what it is?
Yeah,
to know if he's
essentially,
lying-
I'm gonna
they're lying or
wait
not?
to see if the professor makes a fool of himself and then capitalize on it.
Alvina,
You know?
Now, James, I'm gonna have to ask you to not metagame this, as you are
Yeah.
unaware that Assassin has Eyes of the Runekeeper.
No, yeah, true.
It's well, what would you
Tell the
like
party.
to? What are you trying to keep to yourself before I kind of give you the contents? It's pretty basic contents. There's nothing particularly secret or anything in it. But what is your kind of goal going into this? Are you wanting to just tell them what it says if there's nothing kind of useful to you, or?
So you know how whenever you translate a foreign language, something gets lost in translation, like the detail gets lost in translation. I want to essentially give the broad strokes, but not the minutiae. So anything that might be mistranslated by someone who's not a native speaker might be done that way. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair.
So
you
like
get the
if
general
it's, yeah,
vibe.
yeah. I'll give the
Uh,
general sort of. They say this, and this, and then if there's anything secret or like that might not even be picked up by someone else, I'll keep to myself.
The general stroke of the letter and what you'd probably want to easily tell the party is that it's pretty much a contract letter or like a letter of payment from the Oni King to Big Grunt, leader of the Rolling Thunder, to pretty much like patrol the outer edges of the underground vein network and to keep it clear of any unwanted pests or other factions or alliances, and to report back anything that they might be of use to the Oni King. So they're kind of like a contracted mercenary, like patrol group, or thugs. Effectively, they are contracted thugs.
Hi, they like the purple
These-
dragons, essentially.
This biker gang were hired mercenaries, hired to keep this stretch of the Titan's guts clear of vermin. This is their letter of employment by the Oni King. It seems like the were-rats of the temple are in direct confrontation with the Oni King. Perhaps they may be of use.
I like them more every minute.
I am...
And Assassin, you also get this, like, that is the general vibe. I'm trying to think if there even would be anything useful. There might be like a mention of payment and stuff and like the quantities involved that
Yeah.
aren't particularly relevant, but the two of you are aware of how much these guys are getting paid.
Is it a lot?
That's at least up to the page, yeah.
Is it still in their pockets?
I was going to
That's
say,
a
is it in
good
cash
question,
or is it
actually.
in...
I
And
haven't-
can I,
is it
since
in
I
Lead
picked
them,
up
man.
since I picked
Yeah.
up the jacket, can I check jacket pockets? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Wait, take his wallet.
Lou rolled a nat 20. However, Lou, how interested are you in the money versus the 4 items I need you to roll for?
Well, I was gonna take whatever I could get
Just nick
and
the lot.
maybe try and fashion my studded leather armor into like a leather waistcoat. Seeing I'm going to be losing that armor
Yeah.
eventually anyway,
Yeah.
so it would be more of a, like
Style.
aesthetic.
Style points.
That's fine. These guys,
You know,
yeah.
slowly nerf it.
getting paid by someone rich, it'll be twice this much. So, Assassin, go ahead and roll me a D100. I'll do an individual treasure hoard for their CR doubled.
4.
Oof! Can I re-roll that? I just want to re-roll that because that's the lowest I've ever seen a D100. What the fuck?
If you want to use your destiny point, influence it.
Yes.
I rolled a 2 on a D100 during remember for divine intervention.
That's
Ooh,
at
51.
least normal. Like, what the fuck?
That's
How
average.
did I manage to roll
Also,
a
can I ask-
4?
Also, can I ask, why would you be losing, not needing your studded leather if you're multi-classing into sorcerer?
He's losing the warlock eventually.
Sorcerer, I'm getting rid of warlock altogether and becoming full
Ah.
sorcerer.
We also
And
take
obviously
a while.
sorcerers can't use armor.
They just want a cool jacket. How many chances are we going to get a cool jacket? Is the main point.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying. You're not
But
going to lose all
for a while, I'll still have
You're not planning to level up for at least
the
a couple more
benefits of the +1 studded leather, but obviously lose that and then just turns into a nice leather waistcoat that I have.
I mean,
If Chris still has that.
If you're not going to use like the studded leather, I'm pretty sure someone else could use it.
I don't think anyone else needs it, is the thing. Besides Alvina, whose bare skin is harder than the studded leather. Who needs it?
I mean, if
I
warlocks
not
can
proficient
wear
in
it,
any armor.
if warlocks can wear it, oh no, I've only got proficiencies with light armor.
Oh, studded leather's light.
Studded leather is light, yeah.
Studded leather's the
Oh,
best
then
light armor in the game.
technically, yes, because I believe I've just got regular lit of some sort of armor. My armor class is 13. Don't
What's
know
your
where
dex?
that's coming from.
What's your dex?
I just have a
Zormir
waistcoat.
adapt it.
I have nothing but a waistcoat and a shirt.
I mean,
Oh,
if
It may as well
apparently
be a
that.
dressing gown.
If it's a
Apparently
plus
the
one, then-
13 is just my natural bare ass, because
Yeah.
I've got
You're
plus
not wearing-
13 for dex. I'm not wearing anything.
Yeah.
I
You,
didn't even realise.
you're not wearing any armor, so.
Oh my god,
yeah.
I'm a naked little
As
squid boy.
has been used this whole time.
Yeah, I'm
This
back.
whole
If it's-
time. Oh
if it's
no.
plus one leather armor, it's technically magic, so it would resize itself to fit.
It's
assassin.
Zormir adapted
Yeah, it's
it.
currently +1 because Zomi keeps using his buff on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not naturally magical.
Also, the energy of just assassin being fucking butt ass naked, and now he's
living
gonna
in
put a
Alvina's
leather
bag.
trench coat on
That's
top
why
of
she's
it.
in the bag so often.
Like, I'm just gonna put I'm gonna
I'm
put a
too
leather
modest.
trench coat on top of that. Like, that imagery is just so bad to me. Oh my
With your
god.
fedora hat.
Assassin, as you look through the biker leader's pockets, as well as kind of a quick glance of everyone else's
What's
pockets,
the guts in its
you
bucket?
only find 2 gold pieces and 8 silver pieces.
This is rubbish.
Not the riches mentioned in the letter. Apparently, they do not have the reward on them.
Bastard.
Boo.
We
They
need to
must be keeping their hoard somewhere else.
Please say you tell me this, because I'm chasing them down and bringing one back alive if you do.
I mean, I can literally take it from them if they think about it.
That still requires you get
Yeah,
one.
that's what I mean. We needed an alive one.
That's why we've killed all these.
I never thought I'd say the phrase "we need an alive one," like with the full intent of like I'm gonna
Let's take
steal
one
their
alive.
I'm gonna steal their information. Oh no.
But Lou, go ahead and roll me 4 d20s
Come on, Lou. Get some great ones. Get 4 nat 20s.
with that nat 20.
We don't have to ask the question, "Are we the bad guys?" We are. We are the.
We
bad
are the
guys.
little bad guys. That's our gang name. I nearly said gang name there. I genuinely said.
I know that you guys are the bad guys. That's why I'm trying to kill you all, obviously.
No, we're the little bad guys. You're the big bad guy who is
I'm
going
not
to be
the big bad.
You are.
Yeah, you are.
You lightning bolted our artificer. It's your only action of combat.
Our full artificer.
Assassin, do you say it out loud? Like you just need one alive for a second.
Don't revive it.
Revivify
Yes.
the leader.
I revivify.
Did they disconnect?
No, I can hear you.
You're gonna
Oh.
revivify the leader.
Revivify.
Oh, apparently Chris is disconnected.
Oh, you'll find.
Oh, and Chris's internet's gone out, so mine might soon too. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, good
roll
to know.
20's trying to refresh for me as well.
Oh no!
Maybe it's still 20.
Well, it seemed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear. Yep.
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
hits me.
So,
You'll
it's
find.
really weird though because I'm still here.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
Chris
it's
is
his
back.
Oh, Chris is
personal-
back.
Is it? Yeah, now he is.
Oh, here we go. Well, Chris, you missed it. The professor killed the entire party. Stole all their
You would have
things.
died within
Yeah, but-
5 seconds.
Especially
You're too
to-
close to Alvina
Yeah,
and
Alvina-
D.
Al-
You would
Alvina-
die.
Alvina can
Especially
actually.
to a D6 full caster with no spells left.
Alvina can, in theory, kill you in one round with half decent
Yes,
rolls.
I'm-
So it's
I'm aware
weird.
of this. That's why Alvina is gonna die first.
Got the most health.
We
Just
joke
double
about
checking.
it, but seriously.
The dragon tears. One clay cube. Another clay. Like,
Another
cube.
ball of
Yeah.
golden paper! the silver dragon... Do we have silver dragon tears?
I don't think we
Those
have.
are the
No.
spears of ice.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Yeah, it says tears. I have 2 more spears.
Oh yeah, tier. Yeah, that's because I haven't got them in brackets as
Spears, yeah, because the
ice,
spears. are
spear
just-
ices.
Oh, so it's spears.
Yeah. Well, the tears are the things on the end of the spear, the actual bits that
Are
go
all
Oh,
to
these-
you.
right, okay.
Are all these in D&D Beyond? Like,
The silver dragon tier ice spears are. The clay cube, you have yet to figure out what it actually does because it's actually a rare
Well,
item.
nobody can discern the mark on it yet.
The gold vapor.
It's not a mark. It's just a circle. It's just a circle connected to other circles on the other faces.
mhm.
Yeah, that nobody knows what it fucking means.
I mean, they've got into fuck you's bag and then not been touched since.
Yeah, you guys haven't experimented with them.
Nice
We've
very
not
nice.
had time. We were on the move half the time.
Yeah, but
you had a whole,
Or
you had a
do-
whole bunch of downtime.
yeah, we did have a lot.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
we had doing a lot of other things on downtime though.
I've got 3
I know that's
spears.
fair.
I need to actually
Like you can,
find
like
this.
at any point, you can like test stuff on it. It's just you kind of need to tell me what you're doing in case it blows up in your face
Okay.
and murders you. So it's not really like you spend time experimenting. I need to know exactly what you're doing.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately for that part.
And then get to the professor and seeing if it blows up in their face.
Yeah.
And the bottle of gold vapor you have never come across until now.
Yeah, we found it in the other characters, didn't we? Was the gold vapor bottle.
Don't even know if the other characters had it.
I don't think we've come
Oh,
across
no, I
it
have
before.
a... It was, isn't it? I thought it was the thing that the other characters was like, it was a dragon breath, wasn't it? On the other characters.
We might have found something similar.
It might be
No, that's
something
fair.
similar.
That's fair. Maybe. Yeah, I think you may have used it then.
It was, yeah. Yeah, the other characters had it. Because I rolled like a nat 20 on the roll for what I got, and I got like 8 bottles of it. Or something insane.
Yeah, in the satchel of the leader's bike, you find another clay cube to add to your collection. of
Hey, we've
companion
got
cubes.
5 companion cubes now.
These
A
better be
bottle of
fucking
gold
useful.
I'll add that into mine because I've already got them on my list.
Yeah, so do I.
And
I just have them in
two
like a main
Silver
inventory,
Dragon
just
ice
knowledge.
spears.
Yeah, those I'm having. I want those 2. I need to find the stats for them again because I apparently didn't write them down.
Oh yeah, that one is on D&D Beyond. I can repost at some point.
Cheers.
So I don't think I added it into the magical items handout specifically for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Javelins are not simple weapons, are they?
Javelins?
Javelins I think are martial. Actual spears are simple though.
I didn't think they were simple weapons.
No, normal spears are. I think
Keep
javelins.
the
are-
vapor. I'd say keep the vapor for yourself then.
Yeah, keep the vapor.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just seeing if I could have one of the spears. But I
they-
can't use them.
Then they explode on use.
And leave behind a little shaft or rod of silver.
Which is currently the one that we've used was turned into a focus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, you melted it down.
Yeah.
The part of the
Eventually,
It took a while.
when we decided what we wanted to use.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Its name is actually Javelin of Ice. It is a
It
javelin.
is a javelin. Okay.
I just keep calling it a spear.
Close enough.
It's big rod of metal with giant chunk of ice at the end.
Yeah.
It's pointy
But,
throwy thing.
are you going after any of the bikers? Are you going back towards the? After kind of a moment, a couple silence, the doors will like creak open as the elder and just the group of rats' faces are peering through at you.
Oh yeah, Gwent
What?
revived one of them.
Is Gwent reviving one of them?
He revived one because Assassin
Yeah.
said we needed one alive, so he resurrected one.
Like actual
Assassin
revivify?
wants information.
Oh my gosh, this
Fair.
is ideal. Yes, do it.
Does revivify work on any creature?
I think it does.
As far as I know, yeah.
I think it's got
Anyone
some
got-
limits, but giant isn't one of them.
Anyone got speak with
just a
dead?
creature.
Otherwise?
Yeah, it's a creature. Fair. Creature
Oh,
works.
fair. That works.
Which one do you like? Would you like a generic one or the leader?
The leader.
Do the leader and we'll pin him down.
Yeah, I'm pinning him down if it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's fair. Yeah, do that. He's got 1 hit point. You just knock him out whenever you want.
Yeah.
You pin him down. You chain him up. You do whatever you want as the leader is kind of just
I haven't
comes
chained him
back
up.
to their senses.
Can I be wearing the his leather jacket, but like obviously it's absolutely fucking huge, so I'm wearing it like a cape at the moment, and just like walking back and forth, like, you're gonna give us the information we want. The undead gang demands it.
What the? Run. Nya. Huandua.
You speak common, right?
I'll say
Can you not
I don't
comprehend
know what
languages?
I can, but I'm gonna say it instantly of, I don't know what you're saying right now, but you're either gonna tell me the information I want, or I'm gonna take the information I want, and then I'll cast comprehend languages.
I'm also staring at the professor and saying, translate.
Translate what?
What he's saying.
No, translate what?
What the giant bloody saying.
No, the word you're looking for is please, Doctor.
No,
After
the
the
word
way-
is...
After the way I have been treated,
The
I
word is
am
now,
not-
or I will end you.
Then you will not know what he says. I think I hold a card here, Doctor.
No, that's
This may
ogre
be
over
an
there,
alliance.
Osaka.
Will
This
I
may be
will I
an
finish
alliance.
casting comprehend languages by the end of this sentence?
This may be an alliance, but it is a tenuous one. I am here to help you, and you treat me as if I am a criminal. I am not. I only wish to help. I apologize if you think my skills and service are dissatisfactory to you. But you come to my world and you start, how do you say, blowing shit up. You should be thanking me. I have saved your lives more times than I can count. I apologize
When have you
for
ever
shooting
saved
a
them?
lightning bolt at one of our enemies, and it inadvertently striking you.
Inadvertently?
I apologize. Now, if you would.
Okay, if you want me to trust me, be a bit more open and honest with me. I
have
have
been nothing but honest with you, Doctor.
Then why are you ransoming our ship to us? Why are you just not giving us our technology back? I've told you it is mine.
Yes.
You're holding us to hostage over it.
A simple
We've been
please will
more
suffice,
honest with
Doctor.
you than you have with us. You have your own agenda. You're not telling me your agenda.
A simple please will suffice, Doctor.
Well, I'm sorry if I can't be a bit more polite right now. I did get shot with a bit of lightning, and
Thank
I'm a
you
little
for-
pissed off.
Thank
You
you
know,
for
you
apologizing,
Noids,
Doctor.
Noids have
for
feelings,
apologizing.
unlike you damn robots.
Can at this point, like, Assassin,
have-
like, be like tapping their foot and just being like, "Look, we got this guy. Look, what are you saying, buddy?" And at this point, I'll have finished comprehend languages and now understand the ogre.
But he cannot understand
Big
you.
grunt. Not afraid. He does speak common.
Yeah.
Just,
He
uses
just
the-
chooses not to.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm fair. He did speak broken common a little bit just to insult fuck you before he immediately died.
Yeah. And Alvino again, you spoke common, right?
Big grunt, not afraid to die.
Again. The word you're looking for is again.
Yeah, but
I tell you nothing. You kill me. Go for it.
Unfortunately, buddy, you've given away the biggest problem here. If you're not afraid of death, I'll find out what you are afraid of.
Big grunt, not
and,
afraid of anything. Puh.
and then I'd like to cast detect thoughts and
Look
tell
at what
them.
he's afraid of.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right.
I'll get his general mood as well, so I'll know if he's actually afraid. Which I doubt he will be, but you know.
He's an ogre. He's not imaginative.
Oh
He's
yeah,
afraid.
that's a big fail. So yeah, I get surface thoughts, and also
one,
generally what he's thinking as well.
Please
and
don't
that-
do this to me. Please
that
don't
will
do
be
this
for a
to me.
minute.
Please don't do this to me.
Alvino will have him in a headlock, definitely.
Okay. All right. All right. So he's thinking, go ahead and kill me.
Yeah, I
I'm not
thought
gonna
about
tell
it.
you nothing, you Noid scum. You're food. I will not bow to food. Food. And then he gets into. Then you start diving deep, and you find that he is terrified of starvation. Like hunger is so uncomfortable to him. His biggest fear is not eating.
Me and this guy are gonna get on
Okay.
really well when we abduct him.
I mean, who likes hunger pains?
Can I
Can
give
Alvinus...
him like a memory then?
If you happen to have a memory on you.
Would I have a memory? Would I feasibly have a memory of not
Question.
eating,
Starvation.
like feeling really hungry?
Question. Have you ever looked into Alvina's mind?
Oh, that's a point. Alvina might be the perfect one for this.
Yeah.
Can I detect thoughts, which probably has Alvina right now being like, when's dinner, when's dinner,
Yeah,
when's dinner,
it will
when's
be.
dinner?
I was gonna say, can I have a fate roll that Alvina's stomach rumbles really loudly right here?
Yeah, go for it.
Please. 14 again. Definitely
Yeah, you know,
rumbles.
there's a little bit of rumble. A little bit of rumble there.
So Assassin will be like, wait, sorry, Alvina, I just need to
Yeah.
borrow this, and just like tentacle like pull out the little silver strand and just give it to the ogre biker. Just that feeling of
Oh.
hunger.
Oh no, that hollowness. Oh no.
It feels unpleasant, doesn't it, buddy?
Oh,
And I'll take out an orange and just like sort of toss it up and down and
you
just
see him
be
begin
like,
to like salivate.
you would
Oh,
like
so
some
is
food,
Alvina.
wouldn't you, buddy?
So is Alvina.
I'm watching the orange go up and down.
Yep.
Please, I tell you anything. Roll that one.
Yes! Victory, sir!
Right,
Wait,
we are torturing him, not Alvina, right?
Well,
wait,
Alvina's
so-
getting inadvertently tortured.
So, buddy, let us know where your secret stash is. Give me some information on the Oni King, cause we're gonna do a regicide. You might as well know this, buddy. If you want to join in on the regicide, you're more than welcome to join us. There's a whole group of us doing it. It's gonna be a really fun time.
It's gonna be great, yeah.
And I want you to tell me any information you know on this place, because we just generally want to know.
Oh, you repeat first question?
Oh yeah. The first question is, where is your secret stash? Where are you hiding the loot? Your pockets, they empty.
Oh, my pockets, they empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have biker guy have secret cave stash away.
Where that be?
Down tunnel to west.
Can I obviously see that?
In his brain.
If you tell him to like try and trace it out and visualize it, he actually struggles to do so. But let's oh, he does an okay one there. You get very vague, like he obviously skips places, but you get the rough idea of where it is down a kind of series of caves and caverns and passages, to where there seems to be a bunch of rubble, as well as a massive chunk of rubble that's kind of being placed to block another passage. But if there's a secret kind of access way through it by moving a couple pieces about, that allows you to actually get to the tunnel beyond it and into a cavern where they've kind of stored everything, to the point where they've also stored massive amounts of like food and drink, as well as wealth.
Also, just from the other player's perspective, anybody but the professor has literally just watched Assassin pull something out of Alvina, give it to the ogre, and the ogre is now like
Horrified.
crying out and horrified and just talking like rapidly.
What the
Like,
fuck
that's
did you
all
pull
they're
out of Alvina's
getting.
head?
Yeah,
Is what everyone else
like-
is thinking?
like from their perspective, it's really horrifying. But
Yeah, no,
Alvina's salivating while scratching her
Maybe-
head.
Maybe half day's journey on bike to west of would get to junkyard heap where only mines throw out waste. We have that's where we meet and get reward. We have small cave south of that.
oh, good. Good job. You're doing great, buddy. Next one up. And I'm gonna give you 3 orange slices if you answer this one. Give me any information you have on the Oni King. For
Oni can give us.
DM, you can give me anything additional, extra, afterwards, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you want me to give me like any main points now, or
Yeah. Like, give me the main points, but if there's anything you think
Oni
of
can
later.
give us food and drink and gold that they mine in mines. We don't normally meet Oni King directly, but we hear gossip from Oni guards.
Is this ogre ooh-wooing?
Ooh.
I mean, I was catching.
I
it,
think
so
he was
like-
cave personing, but he might now be wooing.
Look,
Is this just a side effect of talking with Assassin?
Get yourself an ogre who can do both.
This is a side effect of being partially having Alvina's memory.
That's true. They rumor that the Oni King be planning something lately. Apparently got new voice whispering in head.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that?
Apparently some form of consort. Oni King give her gift as a sign of pledge, but only guards say she have plans. She more devious than she look.
Does the ogre know like anything about what they look like or anything other than just rumor?
Even a name.
The young the young blue Oni.
Young blue.
Oh fuck!
Her. She, her.
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, is that the sister?
That's what I was thinking.
What was her name?
Izzy.
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 Can I say, does Izzy ring a bell?
Ooh, Izzy. I know. No, they no mention her by name.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair.
They just say the one who stole the Oni King's golden heart.
It might very well be her.
Oh,
fun.
there might be more layers to our regicide.
Yeah. If it's not her, I was thinking, is she very beautiful? This.
Never seen her. Only guards no talk of beauty. They just talk about Oni King plan that he may be going to war soon.
War with who? And
I don't know. He hiring mercenaries from Monstro Guild. That's why he been really increasing production from gold mines.
Monstro Guild. Monstro Guild are the aberration, right?
They are the monstrosity neutral faction that acts as essentially like the Iron Bank or mercenary guilds and corps between the three factions.
Thank you.
They're playing all the sides.
They're going, well, we have money and we have boys. What do you want?
At that point, Assassin will keep to their word and hand over like a quarter of the orange and just be like, okay, we're nearly there, okay? So last thing, I want you to tell me everything you know about this space, like the temple and stuff.
Giant stay here.
Yeah.
Big loud giant.
Huge
we
giant,
occasionally
right?
give him offerings.
Yeah, he's terrifying. He was super rude to us. I would steer clear. He's terrifying. Yeah.
Does the Oni King wish to have this giant on side for their war?
Oni King never mentioned it. It's just one of our stops while we patrolling.
What is your next stop?
We go down to cavern, and we stop at cavern and come back.
The end of that
Big
route.
tearing ground.
End of that route.
Okay. So at this point, we gotta decide what we're gonna do. You're involved in this, by the way. Your name was
Big Grunt.
Big Grunt. Okay. Big Grunt. I'm Assassin.
Baddest leader of ogre gang. Yes.
Not any.
There are other ogre gang somewhere in Vane tunnels, but we have skirmish war occasionally. But they know take Oni King territory. We contracted for that.
That's fair. The undead gang recognizes the ogre bikers as very strong. What were they called? Thunder Rollers. Thunder Roller
Rollers.
gang, second best gang. You know, you have to admit, because we beat you, you're the second best gang now. That's how this
But
works.
you so puny.
Yeah.
I just tightened my my grip around his neck.
Fuck you's gonna just stand picking his teeth with his rapier.
Size matters not.
And then just going like to Big Grunt, essentially going, so either you can come with us or like I don't really know what to do. Like
If you join us, there's loot, food, and you get to kill more stuff.
Yeah. There's food, there's loot. You'll have to compete with Alvina for food, but honestly, I think she'll like that.
It's nice to have another person who understands.
And I'll open Alvina's bag and just like take out like one sack of the oranges and just go, and there's more where this came from, and I'll chuck him 3 oranges. and just kind of see how he feels about this.
Could I?
What's his detect thoughts on like the instant offer of would you like to join the gang?
He seems to be really focused on you guys are small, and he doesn't want to serve anyone who's small. Yes, James.
Yeah, sorry. While that offer is happening, could I pull the point and Gwent back? The two most sensible somehow members of the party. Can I pull them back into the side and say, "You're not seriously thinking of allowing this to occur, are you? This person was our enemy not 5 minutes ago."
Yeah, I'd like to also give the piece of information to the point that says that the ogre bikers don't know anything about what this place is for, just to kind of settle them a little bit.
Yeah. They are an enemy. They reported the only.
At this point, you would probably notice that through all of this looting and interrogation, the point has not moved from that point, from where he was when he cast Catapult.
Ooh.
Alvina would have grabbed the card.
Assassins say the Monstro Guild out loud.
Probably yes.
I also did when I was muttering about it.
Okay. I set the ogre bike leader on fire.
No, he's unconscious now.
His bike on fire.
No, him. I killed him.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Okay.
He didn't work for the Monstro Guild, by the way. That's not
All
what
I heard was Monstro Guild.
That's not what he said.
As
That's fair. That's fair. No, it's fair.
unexpectedly for the rest of the party, you suddenly see flame descend from the heavens above, because it just phases into existence on like the ceiling, and smack the biker leader in the head, knocking them unconscious. As you all turn to see just the final kind of traces of magic evaporating in front of Gwent Moss Smile.
You okay, Gwen?
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. This was a bad move.
We have nothing to do with the guild.
They weren't with the guild.
It was just some schmuck.
What do you know of the guild? Gwent?
I'm leaving.
Just a big man
You're
with
leaving.
a big dumb
Just starts
heart.
walking away.
Gwent.
I go to my car.
Gwent.
I just start fiddling around with the car.
I'd like to.
It's very evident, even without the insight check, Gwent is clearly something has emotionally impacted Gwent here. He's moving to their car.
I would like to. I'm presuming since they're a biker leader, they'll have some sort of like pocket knife. I mean, I know it'll be like the size of Assassin, but I'd like to grab that, walk over to the Gwent mobile, and essentially just
Slash
key
the
his
tires.
car. I want to slash his tires, key his
Oh,
car. I just want to go to fucking town on this car until someone like picks me up. Like I'm absolutely
I'm not
going to
doing it.
town.
I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna go to the driver's side window.
I'm going to be
Gwent.
trying to pry anything off of this car that is not like fully buckled down. And I
That
will
one
not
scene in
stop.
Mystery Men. One scene in Mystery Men for those who've seen it.
Yeah.
Fucking looking like Beyonce in Lemonade, just full baseball bat coming down.
Gwent, we can talk about this.
Not going anywhere near the guild.
You don't have
We
to.
weren't planning on it.
This temple calls to the point. You can leave if you wish. You can run away and hide. I have wanted to do that on many occasions.
Yeah, it's good.
But this place seems to be calling to the point. We should help them. Will you help the point before you leave and run away in hiding? Like,
The car must die. He can run faster than his car, you know.
will you help? You can leave after,
I can't
but
hear.
we may need. There may be things in this temple we require your assistance on. And also, I would like to know more about your affiliation or
Hatred.
fear is the more accurate term, Alvina. Fear of the guild. Have you worked with them before?
I will help the point, but I'm not going to talk about this. And I'm also going to dispel the car. I'm hopefully midway between Assassin trying to stab it and so it just falls over.
No.
assassin will consider for a moment, like when the car disappears, they'll turn
Keen Gwent.
around and just be super angry towards Gwent. They'll look at like the big knife, look at Gwent, and you see the consideration
Oh my
of like,
God.
I will stab you next. And then they just kind of sigh for a second, put the knife down and just go, I'll remember this. And then walk back over to where the rest of the party is without acknowledging anything else.
You'll remember you only got the information because of me, little one.
Party drama.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much party drama today. I love this so
Do I
much.
have to roll to stabilize the ogre, or can I just do that? By the way,
Oh no, you just do it.
cheers.
Alright.
The ogre's alive still. He's breathing.
We do not have to talk about it unless
Wait.
you want to talk about it. Let us be here for the point for now. Gwent?
I help the point.
Then let us help the point. And can we turn back and see the doors creaking open and the were-rats looking out? Maybe, for visual aesthetic.
And as the professor looks away from Gwent, I'm going to message them.
Me? Or Gwent?
No, Gwent,
Okay.
help me keep an eye on the professor. I don't trust him, and I'm still here helping you.
As long as I've got a place on your ship, I will have your back.
Yeah.
Next message
Of course.
comes back of definitely.
We like you and you're awesome.
But as you all
If
have
possible,
this
could Lou get one of the motorbikes?
Oh yes, as all this is like happening in the background, Lou's just like testing the bikes out. You actually can't figure out how to make the bikes work. There's not like, it's not mechanical. It's just stone. It's just stone connected to like rock, and if you can push it, but you're not sure how to make it go under its own power.
Were they
I was
flint
gonna-
stones?
I have a
Wait,
theory.
Are they essentially those like kids push bikes that are just like a bit of wood and two wheels?
They look like just like a stone bike that's been put together on like a. It looks like a bike, but there's no engine or anything to make it
Flintstones
go.
would be alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an idea. Alvina,
I'm gonna take it and like Flintstone it.
Alvina, I want to do an Alvina check.
You guys can do so. Flintstoning it will just have it moving at your own, probably half your speed as you're pushing a bike.
Alvina is basically gonna just sit on the bike and just go, okay, they were doing it like this, and she just tries to treat it as if it was just an ordinary bike and just get it go. She just thinks
Get it
basically
go.
like, move.
I wish I'd had the time
Essentially.
to ask him how the bikes work.
He's alive.
Oh man.
He is alive.
Oh, yes. It's true, you can still probe his mind. for
Yeah, he's
this,
unconscious. I stabilized him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna die.
Yeah. just
As you
probe
sit
his
down
mind
and
for
attempt to
bike
just like
instructions.
make it go by thought,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Okay.
Also, he's not going to die yet.
Oh yeah.
I could
He has
imagine
to-
what his-
Gwent kills him.
Perhaps it requires biometric scans. I could take his hand if you would like.
Oh, that's a good idea. I walk over, pick up the ogre, and just put him on the bike, and then
So you're
things
gonna
go.
say you cut his hand off?
That was my first thought.
Why?
Lou,
Why
Gwen.
am I the only person here who is unwilling to harm?
I am very willing to harm, but I think he's a friend of ours as well. By her,
You're
our
more of a
friend.
mental harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, who cares? A little bit of psychic damage. What's that between friends,
Yeah,
right?
what's mental scarring
You see,
between friends?
See, Assassin, that's exactly the point. What's a few broken bones between friends?
No, the point's a dwarf. Oh, bingo.
Oh, I think we
Well
done.
But yes,
You're
the point.
only one that's
Are
still
you
playing bingo, James.
are you still there, or are you an illusion?
He's dead.
Oh, was that me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
The,
You mentioned
the
that
point-
you were still standing in the exact
no,
same
the
place.
point is still standing there. He's just having a breakdown.
So Fair. All right.
Alvina's
after
got your
talking
card,
to
by the
Gwent-
way, if you ask her for it.
Yeah, after
Covered in
talking to
ogre.
Gwent, I'm going to go over to the point and just sort of stand there. Point?
Well, just I'm not the chosen one.
Are you so sure?
Chosen one would have turned them away. I made things worse. I'm not.
It does not matter what you decide. They have chosen you to be their one. That makes you the chosen one by their standards.
Professor, they're rats.
What's wrong with rats?
Wow. Tells how you really feel.
To be fair, dwarf, ratkin, they never liked each other usually.
My friend, rats sometimes are people too.
Rats are people too.
And I
That
put
is-
my hand on your shoulder. Will you help me help these people?
I guess.
You just feel too red.
At
in the
least
eyes
it's
on you.
somewhere. At least it's somewhere to rest.
They are watching. Turn and greet your people. You are the chosen.
You are their king.
Regardless of what you think of yourself, regardless of what anyone else thinks of you, they think the world of you. So be their world. Turn and face them.
We dealt
And
with the
greet them.
thunder people.
Yeah, we won.
The point will, at this, take
And
a deep breath.
at that, I cast guidance on you as well, by the way.
Yeah, deep breath, spin round, and just yell at them. The Thunder Rollers are defeated. The little bad guys or the undead gang, we're still working on a name, has
Little undead bad guys.
eliminated this threat. Now,
It's a work in
who says
progress.
something about mushrooms and just starts walking back full of
Yes.
faint gusto.
I guess you after that battle you'll want to rest first. Okay, let me show you to the throne room.
After the last few battles, we need
After
to
that-
rest.
Honestly,
I
Alvina's
follow-
actually
I
still
follow
got
the
quite a lot
chosen.
in the tank.
I follow the chosen one.
Alvina's going to basically take various bits and pieces that's not the ogre chain specifically, tie the ogre up and just like leave him in a corner somewhere.
Fair.
And go,
He just-
Susie, sit. And she's sitting on him.
Did we establish how we use the motorbikes?
No.
Unfortunately, you can't seem
No,
to figure it
we
out
don't
by
know.
like standing on it or sitting on it.
Fair
trying to,
enough.
Like, cognitive it. Go.
Yeah, Alvina's
I have an
stupidity
idea,
doesn't
but-
work on it either, so...
Since he got knocked unconscious before I could give him the extra food, can I just like leave him a little snack pack, like essentially like a Lunchables, while he's being
What?
sat on, so he can have
Till he
some food?
regains consciousness.
Yeah, I just want to.
lunchbox.
I basically want to give him like just whatever I can get out of the bag without Alvina being like, "Hey, no, that's mine." And
Some
like
Lunchables.
leave it in like a little snack pack, so that means when he wakes up, he has some food.
Like, Alvina definitely would be fine with leaving him a bit of food, like... It's someone who understands. It's on the same wavelength.
Oh yeah, I feel
Also,
like I'd go to put the food down, and you'd be like, "But wait, that's ours," and then I'd go, "Yeah, but," and then explain, and you go, "Oh no, yeah, I fully understand."
yeah, I get that.
How long have you had the oranges now? It's been over a week.
They
Yeah,
probably start to be going rotten right now.
I was
now,
gonna
but-
say is that I'm thinking that when we get in, we can use it with the mushroom press. Let's make
Yeah.
some orange wine, lads.
Yeah!
And yeah, so I want to leave some, probably not great oranges.
It's probably starting to go off by
and
now.
probably some better, more hardy foods like some bread, crackers, whatever we have that's just rationy foods that we'll have left over that isn't as fresh. And I'll like put a note on the bag with illusionary script that says, "There's more where that came from, friend."
Yeah.
Smiley face.
None of the jerky, because I can keep it, because Suze will definitely eat that.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I just basically want to leave a message that's just like, "We're friends. Don't worry about it."
Oh yeah,
I'm waiting on-
also
With
speaking of,
love, assassin.
because this might happen otherwise, I'm actually going to feed Susie while I'm out there. so she doesn't just eat the unconscious ogre.
Yeah, I was
Oh
expecting
gosh,
that.
yeah, no, let's not have the ogre.
Okay, well, everyone take a seat around
Yeah.
around the throne. I imagine you guys will get you some food and stuff, but I imagine you'll want to kind of start relaxing. You're more than welcome to stay the night here if you need to rest. I can tell you a story before bed.
Have you got like a bathtub or like a barrel
A
you can fill
bucket?
with water?
You have a bucket.
You got a bucket?
Why?
This one's
I like-
getting dry.
Yeah, I don't like being dry.
Oh, well, we have a cauldron over there with mushroom wine
You go
for
with that,
communal
Assassin?
purposes.
Yeah, I'll look round, kind of consider it for a second, and be like, could be worse, and I'll slowly
Yeah.
climb into the cauldron and just be like, yeah, tell your story, like as I'm like getting it. I like stories.
Oh, well,
No, please don't bathe in the mushroom wine.
Yeah.
People have
Yeah.
to drink that.
If
Yeah.
we have a bucket, I can fill it with
Oh,
water.
no.
Too late.
It's
Yay.
already. It's already.
Mushroom
happened.
wine.
well,
I
now with
feel it-
Assassin
I-
the wine.
I want Assassin to be drunk though, as if they're absorbing it through their skin. That is what I want
Entirely
from this
possible.
scenario. Then
I don't think it gets
Did I
them
roll
drunk. I think it gets
Constitution or
high as a
something?
kite.
For alcohol.
Con save.
Yes, I guess so. If you're just soaking into your skin.
Yeah. Natural one, please. Please. 5. I was close.
Oh no.
Hammered
Oh.
or high or whatever the hell happens when you eat a mushroom.
Yep.
Whilst the Grand Elder Rat, or whatever his name is, Grey Rat, is doing this,
Grand Elder Rat.
after finding that other clay cube, it reminded fuck you that he's got like 4 more in
Yeah.
this bag, and he's gonna pull one out. Like, just how big is it? Like, was it a foot by foot?
Oh, it's like the size of your chest.
It was companion
Okay.
cube size. It was actually companion cube size.
Okay.
Yeah, it was companion cube size.
Right. So yeah, he pulls it out like, and properly studies it. Sees like it's got the ring on the front.
Yeah.
With like
The ring
lines
on
it.
each face. There's
Each
like a
face.
slight
Oh, the
indent,
circles,
there's
yeah.
a circle in each face with lines coming off each side, connecting
Okay.
to the other circles.
So is it like a Rubik's cube sort of thing?
No, there's just the single kind of engraved, like, because it's made of clay, so it's kind of like you take your finger and make a circle in each face, and then link each circle kind of to the next circle.
Okay. Fuck you is gonna like. Is it soft clay, hard clay?
Very hard.
Hard clay.
I beat a door to death with it, remember?
Yes.
what?
That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smash the door
I
down
broke a
with.
door down with companion cubes because I
the
thought it was
cubes.
trapped, and it was
Which,
trapped.
I'm gonna stop you all there for a second, just because we're at 9:30 and this is essentially the end of the session.
Yep.
You guys can experiment and play with the cube, and we'll do the full story next week. But I'm gonna do a short version
Okay.
here,
Mhm.
as he kind of just gets into the first sentence of his kind of the prophecy of the one.
Ah.
As sit down and you see some rats bringing like little cheese platters, but with mushrooms on them in various kind of slices and forms, and
Where the
nothing
fuck
but
is the
mushroom and
cheese?
mushroom wine.
Where
Alvina's gonna
is
eat
the
it.
cheese? There are no cheese platters on this
There,
cheese. platters.
there is a cheese-like substance that appears to be some form of sliced blue mushroom.
Grumble,
Assassin
grumble.
will eat anything and everything, and is probably just like can't stop talking absolute gibberish in the corner.
Alvina's not gonna drink the wine, but she's gonna eat everything else.
I'm
Is that
going
what
to
happens
tell you
when
the
Kaylee drinks but fast?
story of our Lord and
No,
Savior
Kaylee dies.
of the old god Melody.
Melody.
Does that ring a bell to the professor?
You do not have proficiency in religion, so it does not.
Do I not? Let me check.
Does that ring a bell for any of?
I don't think I do.
Does that ring a bell for any of us from?
Ooh, does anyone else have proficiency? It'll mean something to Gwent of just by
Yeah.
default because your cleric can have proficiency in religion. But does anyone else have proficiency in religion?
I actually don't have proficiency in religion. I'm a bad
cleric.
cleric.
Are you? You're such a bad.
Bad cleric.
Relapsed Catholic.
Then
Mike.
you know nothing about this because this isn't directly your god.
The in-world version of me.
Lou, do you have it? Please say you have it.
I don't have proficiency in religion.
Damn it!
None of
one
you guys
needs
know
religion
anything
unless
about your
you're
gods.
religious. God.
You didn't study gods.
All my clerics have religion, even though it's an int-based skill. Hell,
Oh,
Junkrat had proficiency in religion.
I was influenced by one specific one.
My god
This
is
is a
real weird.
story of the.
I
of
didn't
the
need
god
any other god.
Melody and one of her servants, the messenger who called for us and who we protect. They are the melody maker. They do the haunting tune that calls upon the agents of melody to one day piece together the information of where melody is, for she is lost, you see, throughout the cosmos, hiding from the Radiant Empire and from the fiendish god Arkantome, the twisted magi and god of reality, who slaughtered and killed Melody's lover, Romeos, god of love.
Oh god.
This is their story. The prophecy speaks that the one, an agent of melody, will come to call upon the messenger, one of several messengers scattered throughout the cosmos, that will each has a piece of where the hidden tomb of melody is. One of the renegade gods, one of the rebellion gods, who sought to find a way to other worlds. It is said that Melody herself did succeed in finding a path to another world. That if she did, she would send back agents who knew her tongue, who spoke her language and had her blood, that would help free this world, or find, or at least exodus this world to a new reality. But for that, we must awaken the Melody Maker. But the Melody Maker slumbers, does not have the energy, for the Melody Maker was deeply wounded during the final Renegade War with the Radiant Empire and their fiendish mad gods, the Consumers, destroyed and banished those who dared oppose them. But that is a longer story that you should settle in for.
Looks at the point and says in Celestial, I'm guessing you're up then.
As that is where we're going to end for today.
Huzzah.
Does any weird shit happen because for those of us who've eaten any of the mushrooms, are they actually like fine?
I never had any.
I had the mushrooms, I didn't drink the wine.
They're not hallucinogenic.
Okay, I was checking.
Is there a lid for the pot that assassin is in?
They're just not appear
Wow.
You breathe
Also,
underwater.
I can breathe. So underwater.
just slowly get drunker and drunker
Yeah,
inside the
pretty
pot.
much. I'm just
I don't
infusing
know
this
that.
wine.
The psychic flavored wine.
Yeah, psychic flavor.
That is today's session. You have discovered an ogre biker gang and met the Weyrat monks of the Order of Melody. Learn a little bit more about the previous gods and the Prime Wars before they were destroyed by one of the mad consumers, Arkantome. Potentially some sort of attempt by the renegade gods to potentially reach other worlds. Who knows if they were successful. Well, that's going to be us today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. Tune in next week where we'll learn more of the Radiant Empire lore and potentially meet the Melody Maker if you are able to revive them. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, folks.
Okay, we're out on my end.
But yeah, that was hilarious. That was great fun.
Prepare to die, James.
Oh, yeah, you guys are gonna totally kill each
What are
other.
you talking about? I'm only ever trying to build up this party and make them better,
You
so
like
they can
people.
destroy all their control.
Also, I find it really funny that I technically am working, you know, like, sort of for control. Not really though. And
Yeah.
I'm the one that's the more reasonable, well-leveled character somehow.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, being killed and then having your soul trapped in a metallic machine, much like a Cyberman, it warps your mind. for those of you who know Doctor Who well, I imagine it's most of the party, it warps you.
Yeah, and
So that's what I'm trying to play. It's difficult to play. It's good.
Man.
Yeah, it's fun to play. You know the.
So, I'm gonna end up my end then. So thank you very much for watching. This was great. Thanks for running it, Chris. Thanks for everyone playing. This was hilarious.
Shit, we're not free.
Yeah, we're not free. Yeah, we're on my end.
God damn it! What's wrong with you? Just quit as soon as
I am an agent of chaos.
Yeah, we love an agent of chaos.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic evening, everyone. You keep playing video games, keep being awesome. You guys are. This is Twitch. I'll see you guys on Monday, where I'll be playing more Assassin's Creed. Good night.